The name's Verve. Yeah, just Verve. If you need a last name, you can put Squallrun or something, but that's only because you asked. I understand you need me to answer these questions for your report or whatever, but I've already told you everything I know. I really don't get why I'm still being questioned. Yeah, no, I get it. It was dangerous and stupid and I could have died, but if it wasn't for me, the girl definitely would have been toast. Plus, between you and me, I've always wanted to jump into a burning building all heroic like. I was just looking for some sort of compensation for my services, so why the interrogation? I guess that's a good point. Would you believe I just happened to be in the right place at the right time? No? Okay, fine. Few days ago, these peeps at Sola's talked some big game that this rich pop security system was the most advanced in the Steadfast. Airtight, Nera, out the wazoo. I'll spare you the deets, but bottom line, I'm getting paid by these smooth brains to find the weaknesses in this Numsec. That's Numenera security for the uninitiated. But I never intended to give it to them. They paid me half already, and I was gonna sell this drive back to the owner for more shins. That's what I was doing here. Finished the job too, in case anyone was interested. I was on my way out when the explosion went off. I started running, but then I heard the girl. No one was around. The security team was scrambling. What was I, an upstanding citizen of Charmant, mind you, supposed to do? Alright, we can split hairs all we want, but that's gonna land us nowhere. How about this proposal? I don't even want the shins, keep them. I give you all the info I have on the Numsec, plus the names of the dudes that paid me. In return, I walk free, and you lose the name Verve from your database.
Well, hey there. Welcome to, well, our little settlement don't have a name yet. We're still figuring it out, but I'm sure we'll come up with one soon. Me? Who am I? I'm Licton Brattlesby, the unofficial greeter of this here town. It is quite the pleasure. How'd I get here? Well, it's quite the simple story, you see. I was born and raised in the beyond, far from here. And several years ago, my little village up and vanished. People in the houses with them as if they were carved right out from the earth itself. So a group and I went out and solved that little mystery and brought it back. After that, I realized that this ninth world was full of amazing surprises, and I developed a bit of a wanderlust. Eventually, I made my way to the city of Charmant. Mighty fine place, but I ended up in a spot of trouble. I promise it was all a bit of a misunderstanding, but them city folk don't like to listen to reason. That's where I met Verve. Bit of a reckless fella, but he helped me out of a tight spot and we made our way out into the beyond. We ended up with a bit more travelers than originally discussed, but they all seemed like fine and reliable folk. Then we made our way into the Sicilian jungle and what we eventually decided to call our new home. It might be in the middle of nowhere and everything is still being cobbled together, but welcome to the town.
Sorry, I didn't see you there. I was looking at something else. My name is Nova, and I'm on a mission. I'm not sure where I'm going or what I'm looking for exactly, but my ma always told me I'd know it when I saw it. I've got a bit of a knack for that, ever since I was little. My ma and I, and some of my aunties and uncles and sibs too, we've got that knack for seeing what others don't. When I was little, I thought everyone saw like me. What do I see? Different things, depending. It's hard to explain. When I look at a tree or a flock of birds, I see perfect order and symmetry forever, going on and on, longer than humans can count or the most powerful scope can see. But at the same time, everything is bundled up tight inside itself, like a leaf ready to unfurl. I told you it was hard to explain. It helps a lot with our work, though. People come to us with their problems sometimes. Well, I shouldn't say us. We're just the caretakers of the temple. I'm sure you've noticed it. The strange building just as you cross over the mountains into the beyond. We've been there a long time. People come to us when they need to know that there's the promise of order in the chaos, or the hope of chaos in the order, or sometimes they're just following a feeling. And that's what I'm doing now. We've known for a while that the temple had a missing piece, so when I started growing up stronger than my sibs, the quest fell on me. My family taught me to be self-sufficient, just in case I needed to be on my own for a while. It can be dangerous wandering around alone, but I'm not worried about finding what I need. I'm sure the path I walk is straight in some dimension.
Firstly, my name is Rashiel. To answer your question about Numenera, they are fearsome. They are powerful. They should be treated with deference, not played with like mere trinkets. The Aeon priests, those egomaniacs, think they have it all figured out. That kind of mindset gets people hurt, killed, or worse. I know better. I have experienced firsthand the destructive power of the Numenera and what they can lead the unwary to do, both to themselves and to those around them. After all, there is no generalizing the Numenera. I fear that my current fellows and I are unprepared for what we may be confronted with as we forge this new settlement, but fear of the unknown has never stopped me before. I suppose I can say that I do hold some hope. I hope that I can safely gather more information on Numenera and the beyond that I could ever hope to access in my hometown. Whether I need one or many, surely I'll be able to find something out here, away from prying eyes and the central cults of the priests. In any case, it is too late to turn back now. I may never be able to go back to that life I had before, peacefully studying with my mentor, but I know that I can adapt. I am a sorcerer, after all, and I know that I am better off for it.
Eyes emoji.
And we're live.
Oh, hey, hi, howdy, everybody. Welcome to our stream. My name is Alex. I will be your GM for the night, and this is my animal companion, Count Scrapula, or just the Count.
I think he's gonna be the GM tonight.
He is going to be the GM. He is a very good, very talented boy. But, welcome back. We had a quick 1 week hiatus last week, but I think every one of us is, we are all very excited to be back. I have already introduced myself, and I think we can just go around and quickly say who we are playing, and then get right back into our in-character recap. So why don't we start with Finley/Nova. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Finley. I will be playing Nova. You can find me on Twitter at infernal_glow. And other than that, I'm just really excited to be back here playing some Numenera with everybody.
All right, and Kappa?
Hi, my name is Kappa. Today I'll be playing Verve, the disaster jack who touches the ding-dang sky. I'm really excited to be back. This is too long.
All right, and Mer?
Hi, I'm Mare. You can find me on Twitter at Archmage of Dice. Today I'm playing Lichten Bradesby. I am Disaster Jack number 2. Super excited I missed everybody.
And Seth?
Hi, I'm Seth. You can find me on Twitter at KillXJill. I will be playing Rashiel, who is a nano who has some stuff going on that you don't get to know about yet.
All right. And last but not least, our wonderful, beautiful guest who graces us with her presence and blesses us with her immeasurable talent, Eva.
I can never get the heart facing the right way, so talent is a strong word. Hi, I'm Eva. You can find me on Twitter at the Eva Serrates. Tonight I have the honor and joy of playing Poppy, who is a mercurial delve who exists in 2 places at once. But I'm only playing one
All right.
Poppy.
I get to be the other one.
You're Poppy Prime.
And that's everybody, because I don't think my cat wants to introduce himself, tragically. So, Finley, can we get a recap from either you or Nova?
So, for those of you who are watching, I have a question for you, which is, have you ever noticed that in a moment of action, time seems to freeze? You find yourself wondering about the path that you have taken to lead to this moment in time. So here I am, a root weapon sprouting from my shoulder, slamming through this door in a crashed spaceship vessel with my friends by my side to rescue Varl, a member of our community who has gone missing on a supply mission. And inside this room, there are 2 men who we do not know. Well, I should say a man and a fish person? Anyway, it all started when Sabine, the leader of our community, told us that there were problems. 2 problems, in fact. Problem number 1, our food supply was delayed. But at the same time, the scavenging mission had gone away without leave. And we had to decide which of these 2 paths to take. And that, I think, was the first branching in our destiny. We decided to go look for Val in the vessel. And we met Poppy, a delve who will be accompanying us. And things started normally enough. We made our way up into the vessel. But there it seems that the case went cold. The only clue we found was a strange piece of the Numenera, a box. We examined it. We saw that it had transmitted something, some kind of information, but had then gone dormant. And we thought that is the end, but we noticed that the entire room was changing color. First red, then blue, and the color followed us. Oh, how I have fought many things, but I have never fought a color. After a long, hard battle, which drained the life force and the intellect of Licton, we threw the color away from us, and we found a cord that steered us through the inside of the vessel. And that is where we are at this moment. The cord led us to this door, and we have slammed it open. And what happens next? I guess we will find out.
Okay. And so for a quick refresh for everybody, the particular room that you have entered is actually one of the elevator rooms. So this contains one of the lifts that goes from the vessel to the ground level. In the corner, you see Varl kind of slumped over. There's also, you would notice some sort of a small stockpile of Numenera of, at this point, undeterminate form and function. It seems like a little bit of scavenging has been done by the people you see before you as well. But certainly the most pressing thing is the pair of figures you see before you. One of whom is probably about 6 feet tall or so, this large burly man with these long red braids and this thick bushy red beard, kind of like this sort of Ginger Thor type person. He's very tall, very muscular, has a sort of very much mechanical sort of improvised axe or slashing weapons of some kind attached to his back, which he seems to be replacing as you enter. There's another creature in here as well. This is a 6.5 to 7 foot tall creature that is not human, but you would know of, called a Vargellan. It has this almost violet red skin and these two bulbous yellow fish eyes with no pupil or iris or any discerning feature. It also has this sort of semi-open cavity in its chest, which looks almost hinged or somehow able to be opened and closed, although that is mostly covered by some sort of armor that seems to be uniquely crafted for this being's physiology. But those are the two people you see before you as you enter this room. It's dark. It's mostly lit by these sort of like dim red emergency lights. But it's light enough that you feel like you have a decent sense of everything that is inside the room. But as you enter, specifically because Verve mentioned that he's entered first, the people who did seem ready to attack are actually sort of like calmly, like sort of like, oh, whoa, we've, gotten ahead of ourselves, and they're like putting their weapons back. And I believe the last thing you heard prior to last session ending was one of these people looking to the other. He's with us, right? Well, I think so. And that is where we will begin our session.
And with that, seeing their sort of confusion, I'm going to, hand up. I believe I had some Nera in my hand, so I'm holding it, but hand up. Oh yeah, no, calm down. Don't worry. No one.
Hey.
Don't make any too many sudden movements. I'm just here to check in, make sure everyone's okay. You, and motioning to the tall one, the one who's 6 foot tall, hella burly. You said there was Nera in the room, right? A pile of Nera?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go point in the direction of Nera. What's all that over there? And as soon as he turns around, I'm cracking him in the back of the head.
Oh shit. Okay. So I'll tell you what. I would like you to make a speed to take on a speed task, because you are by a door and these people are well and truly into the room.
Okay.
So if you can make a speed task of a challenge 5, I will give you being able to crack. Otherwise, we will run straight into initiative. Let me change the music.
Sure.
Yep, so you can just build a speed task. Do you have any skills that you think are applicable to this situation?
The only thing I got is risk that I think would apply, leveraging risk, and I've got I can spend effort with an edge of 2 in speed, so.
I'm not sure. Can you justify to me why leveraging risk might apply? Because I'm not sure I see it, but I'm willing to hear about it.
Sure. The idea is that I'm choosing to engage in potentially combative actions as opposed to trying to fool these people.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll give it to you. So you have 1 skill. You can spend one level of effort from your speed pool, and you can roll for it. Your current challenge is 3. Your target number would be 9 or above.
Great.
How much can we see for those of us who are in the back?
That's a great question. So most of your view is going to be obscured by Verve and, to my knowledge, Rashiel, because they mentioned that they entered first. They were sort of communicating the breach, quote unquote.
Yes.
So you don't really get a great sense of everything. These 2 people in here are very tall, especially the Vargellan, and especially with his bright red skin color and unique sort of features. It's hard to miss that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But broadly, you can't really tell a whole lot. There are 2 people in there for sure. Probably armored or protected to some extent, but it's hard to really tell. You just know there's two people in there. You probably in the back don't see Varl. You
Okay.
probably in the back don't see the pile of Numenera.
I'm not worried about the Nera.
Sure.
Okay, so you said 9?
9 or above.
18.
18. All right. So that was not an attack roll in and of itself.
No.
All right. So then, let me pull up my notepad real fast. All right. Then, can you also make your attack roll, Kappa?
Okay.
Would you like this to just be like a sort of punch, or what exactly are you doing here?
So I'm taking so I have a magnetic attack drill. I'm not activating it. I'm using it as something really hard to hit this dude in the back of the head.
Okay, I'll count that as a medium weapon, so that'll do 4 points of damage. Your target number is going to be... Actually, you don't know that yet, because you've just seen these people. You don't know quite what they're capable of.
Great.
So you can spend effort from your might pool, and I don't believe you have a skill with improvised weapons, so this will just be spending from your might pool.
Yes.
So the target number is reduced by 3.
Okay.
For everybody else, could you please roll me initiative?
That was a 17.
17. That'll do it, and that'll actually give you 1 extra point of damage.
Oh, wonderful. Look, it's all working out.
It is all working out.
I was super worried. Look at this.
All right, so we said that was 4. So 1 extra point of damage would be 5 damage. These people are armored, so that is reduced somewhat, but you definitely feel like you got a pretty solid hit in. Now, if you could roll initiative with the rest of everybody.
Okay.
I'm going to change the music one more time, because this was not quite what I wanted it to be.
Remind me how initiative works again. It's just a straight roll.
It's a roll from your speed.
Okay.
So you can spend effort from your speed pool. If you have any abilities that you think would help in the situation, you can try to use a skill or an ability, but broadly it's a speed-based task, just like any other speed-based task. And initiative goes in chunks. So it's players who rolled above the opponents, and then players who rolled below the opponents. And the opponents don't roll. They have static initiative scores based on their level.
So I'm going to spend from my speed pool to add to my initiative. How much do I get to add? Oh, wait. I'm just reducing the difficulty.
Yeah, you just reduce the challenge by 1 level, so you reduce it by 3.
Okay.
I applied effort and I rolled a 19.
All right, so yes, you are definitely in the first group.
I got 15.
11 on the die with effort.
Okay, yeah, you're in the first group.
No
That's the way
effort.
Flick.
I rolled
Okay.
a 6.
All right, you're in the second group.
Puppy rolled an 8.
All right, you're in the second group.
What about second Poppy?
And Poppy Prime, I'm going. Or Poppy Prime, you're Poppy Prime. Other Poppy, I'm going to use a number based on her level, which will put her in the second group as well. And give me 1 last second to fill in this initiative thing on my sheet. All right, and we are good to go. So group 1 includes Licton, Verve, and Nova. You're welcome to take your turns in any order you'd like. At this point, all element of surprise is to some extent lost, as the human that Verve just sort of cracked in the back of the head with this cipher spins around, and without even reaching back to grab the axe, it materializes in his hand in this flash of this blue-white electricity, and he just takes a wild swing at Verve. It's not enough to damage or for me to roll an attack, but it is definitely a signal for everybody around here that combat is now in, and people are aware of what's going on to a very minute extent. So, who among the first group would like to go first?
Can I ask another question? What is
Yes.
the orientation in term? How big is the room, first of all, now that Verve has moved forward and I might have a better view of the room? Where is Varl in relation to the 2 interlopers and Verve? And like
The
distance?
room is Yeah, sure. The room itself is no longer than a short distance in any direction,
Okay.
meaning that you could pretty much get to any part in the room from any other point in the room in one turn. Granted, that might be your entire turn to move, but it's a short distance. And so the two raiders are within an immediate distance. Verve is within an immediate distance of you, and then I would say Varl is a short distance away from you.
Okay. If anyone else wants to go ahead before me, go ahead.
I mean, I can jump on in there. How am I far enough away from this axe wielding menace that it would take me movement to get there?
Honestly, I'm gonna say no. For the sake of this, I'm gonna say no. It would take you movement to go. It would take your full turn of movement to go all the way to the back of the room to Varl or to the stash of Numenera. But to just bamboozle your way onto the center of the room, I'll say that's a more or less an immediate distance.
Yeah, I'm looking for an excuse to use this ability where I get to like go fast, but today is not that day. Anyway, yeah,
I can make it if you want.
No, that's all right. I'm going to, you know what? I'm gonna let loose with this root spike.
All right, let's go. Can you read
Actually.
that description for me?
Yes, indeed, my friend. So this, in case for the viewers at home, this is a weapon that is part organic plant and part steel. And when I activate it, it wraps up my arm. And it shoots a thorn at a target, which inflicts damage and wraps the target in a mesh of roots and vines that anchor it in place.
All right.
Let's see what it does.
Sure. So that would be a speed roll because that's a ranged weapon.
Cool.
You wouldn't have any skill with this. You can spend effort from your speed pool.
I might as well.
All right.
All right.
Target number is still unknown to you.
Ooh, really going through that speed. Oh, out on the floor.
Oh no.
What is it?
Oh no.
All right. So
I'm
that gives me a
guys.
free GM
I should've
intrusion
just
to
used my
use against you.
spear.
So
There,
what?
I'm sorry I wasted your cipher.
It's okay. It's your cipher
What is
now.
what is going to happen is you loose this root spike, and the Vargellin seems to react with very much inhuman reflexes, which to some extent is expected, as it's not human. But it sort of does this thing where it thrusts an arm out, and you see almost this little wormhole, this gap tear in reality, and you see the root spike go straight in. What you don't see is the paired portal that comes out behind you. I'm going to need you to make a speed defense roll, as the root spike that you just threw is now coming straight for your back.
Oh, but is an 8 good?
Unfortunately, an 8 will not do it. You are stunned by the root spike. Can you read out what that does, just so I have a reference again?
Yeah, I'm like vined in place, but yeah, I guess I'm wrapped. It inflicts 2 points of damage, yay.
Okay.
And wraps the target in a mesh of roots and vines that anchor it in place for 1 minute until the target or another creature uses an action to break the bonds.
Okay, sure. So you'll take that damage, and for the rest of you, you see this metallic plant-like projectile just sort of vanish into thin air, and for those of you around Nova, you would probably hear this sort of dull thud impact as this projectile just sort of embeds itself into Nova's back, and these this absurd amount of vines just begin to just sprout and grow and just continually sort of wrap its tendrils around Nova, who is quickly becoming restrained in her own cipher. All right, so that was Nova.
Good job. Good start.
How far is Varl from the interlopers, the raiders?
I would say at that point it's a short distance away, because you can't all be within an immediate. It's a sort of thing where it's like you're in an immediate distance of Verve. Verve is in an immediate distance of the Raiders, and the Raiders are probably within an immediate distance of Varl. But that doesn't mean you can just traverse these immediate distances.
That's fair.
There's something about calculus in there. I don't know.
All I want to do is get up to Varl.
All right,
And
sure.
use my turn.
And you can run a short distance away.
Yeah, I'm gonna weave between everyone else since I've been at the back and just book it for Varl.
Sure. Why don't you make that a speed task? Just to sort of be agile and get out of the way of... Because now this is a full-on combat in a relatively small space.
Okay, I can do that. I am going to apply effort.
All right, sure thing.
That is a 12.
With the applied effort, that will get you through.
Okay, perfect.
So you sort of duck and weave. You see this sort of Vargellan, who you would now be able to probably deduce as some kind of a nano. You see him sort of create this effect that you probably can't really fully explain. The other large human raider seems to be within some kind of a melee with Verve, but you're able to sort of duck out of the way of both of them, and you're able to reach Varl with your turn.
And I just like take a stance in front of him with my crossbow.
All right. He sort of rolls over as you get there. He looks pretty beaten up, but like not life threatening. So that might be good.
Varl, can you get up?
Yeah. Do I have to?
Do you want to be involved in this combat?
No.
Then I will get up.
Fuck. All right. Okay, Lipton. Okay. He sort of like slowly begins to get up. You can see he's pretty hurt. He's not being over dramatic.
Yeah, I will help as best I can, but
sure. You're assisting Varl get up, and to my knowledge, the last person in Group 1 is Verve. But let me double check.
Yes. Yeah,
Verve.
that was me.
Yeah.
The Vargellans. What you said? The Vargellans wearing armor. Is that armor? Does it look like metal?
They are both wearing armor. There are metal parts. It's like metal and synth. There are metallic parts.
Okay, then in that case, I'm gonna let my magnetic attack drill fly towards the Vargellan.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm no longer holding it. In fact, I'm just gonna open my hand and sort of not even like throw, more like a toss, like a. And so the user throws this cipher at a target within short range. It drills into the target for 1 round, inflicting damage equal to the cipher level. It is cipher level 6. If the target is made of metal or wearing metal, the attack is eased.
Right. So go ahead and make a speed attack roll.
Okay.
You can spend effort, and your attack is eased because it is wearing enough metal.
Okay, cool. I will do that. 12?
With the effort, that'll do it.
Yes.
And
Okay.
actually, because you and Licton both got 12, I'll say for now we can all agree that the target number here is 12.
Okay, great.
These are level 4 enemies. And what did you say the damage was? 6?
6. And so
right.
For visual, it looks like the top half of a water bottle, but opaque and metallic, and the little top screws off and out protrudes a little drill, and it starts whirring, and it flies towards the as soon as it's within some like 1 or 2 feet, it's gonna like a magnet just catches and drill right into the Vargellan.
All right. You hear this pained cry, which almost kind of reminds you of like the gurgle of a fish or something like that. Something very sort of damp and throaty come out of this creature as this flying drill shoots out from your hand and begins to bore its way into this creature's skin. All right, so we are now on to the opposing group. Verve, what's going to first happen here is that the human that you were previously in a melee with is going to attempt to attack you. So can you please make a speed defense roll?
12.
12. That does make it. Though just barely. This axe, which you can now see is a sort of it really just looks like a carved sort of poorly scavenged piece of metal with almost like a battery module or something attached by the handle. So it is throwing out these long arcs of electricity as it's being swung, but you're able to sort of avoid these for now because this person's fighting style seems to be these very long, wide arcs, which if you get caught by one is probably going to be really bad. But fortunately, they're slow and very, very much telegraphed in terms of being able to try and get out of the way of these. As for the Vargellan, it is actually, he rather, is actually going to use a cipher. So, okay, I'm going to say, Rashil, can you roll me an intellect defense task as this Vargellan basically pulls out this glass vial, pulls a cork off of it, and whispers a few words into it, and then just sort of tosses it out in your direction. This sort of swarm of red and yellow nanobots begins to head off in your direction.
Okay. That is a 14.
14 does make it, so you are fortunately not affected by the nullification swarm, and your nano powers will continue to work for this combat encounter.
You say that
And
so
that's their go.
casually.
Well, I mean, it worked, right? We got past that. It's all fine.
Nothing to worry about.
So now we are on to the second group. So that includes Poppy, other Poppy, and Rashil.
And Ash.
I didn't miss anybody, did I?
Right?
Oh shit! And Ash is here. That's true.
I assume he would be
All
part of
right.
my turn, or unless you want me to roll separately.
I'll just say he can be part of yours. There's no
Yeah.
because initiative is kind of floaty. So who'd like to go first?
I will let Poppy go.
GM, how far away am I maybe from Ginger Thor and Fishface?
A short distance away. I would say a short distance away.
Like within swinging distance or further?
Definitely further from melee swinging distance.
Okay. I think you probably know what I want to do. I would like to reach into my bag, and I would... They both... You said one of them was a nano, right?
Yeah, one of them, or at least has some sort of esoteric
Appears to
powers
be.
that you can't quantify.
I would like to shoot him with my rifle.
All right! Can
So,
you please describe for us this particular weapon? And I will also say, for those of us at home, rifle and gun are not really words that exist in Numenera to describe anything. Projectile weapons are very much a thing. However, just they're not common enough and not uniform enough that people call them rifles or guns. However,
the
this is
person
a
I
very
acquired
particular
it from
device.
had like a proper name for it, but I don't really remember what it is. So we just call it the rifle.
So could you please describe for us what this weapon does?
I would love to. It is, I guess it can't be that big if it's in her bag. She pulls out a kind of compact, it kind of looks like a super soaker, I guess. And it, she's going to fire it, not quite wildly, but it's very clearly not something that she's like super trained in. Shooting from the hip, I think, is the phrase in question. And it is going to like shoot a yeah, that was a technical term. Like a fist-sized, like a softball kind of, at the nano, and Okay, so it's just gonna like splat up against them, assuming it hits.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and make your speed.
Don't want to. I'm not very good.
Speed attack roll on this. Your challenge is going to be 12. You can spend effort if you would like. You're not skilled in this item.
I would like to spend an effort.
Okay, you can spend 1 level of effort from your speed pool.
Okay. Woohoo! I went the wrong direction on that one. 8.
Unfortunately, even with a level of effort, 8 does not hit. So, can you please describe for us, though, the projectile which you have just launched from the rifle?
Yeah, so it sort of smells,
Oh.
Why are you giving me that face? It doesn't smell like anything at first, but like after a while it starts to smell sort of like baking bread. And it probably like zooms past the nano and like hits the wall, or knowing her luck, probably some of the Numenera. And it just starts to sort of like harden a little bit. And it's bread. It's a bread gun.
You can check out the technical term for this weapon in Twitch chat. It's a rifle.
Alex, I'm so mad at you.
Alex, I'm gonna kill you. What the
I'm gonna kill you.
Red gun! All right.
That's it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for
Okay, we'll
joining
see you
the
next
last
week.
episode of
For the fish.
Numenera.
Bye.
Sandwich.
Goodbye.
All right. So, unfortunately, Poppy's shot from the rifle goes wide, and it splats up against the back wall and begins to flashbake. I would also say that, Licton, you're next to this as it happens, and the flashbaking process is hot. You, like, are aware of the subtle comedy of getting shot by a bread gun, but also you're like, oh, damn, that would, like, melt flesh.
What the hell?
This is quite a weapon in more ways than one.
Well then.
Sorry, I don't usually shoot it at people.
What do you shoot it at?
Other bread chunks? I don't know, I built a house once. I stuck some crates together. That was super good. Is now really the time for this conversation?
No, it ain't.
Okay.
Fuck.
Anyway. Next
Alright.
in the initiative.
Rashiel and or Ash, what would you like to do?
Oh my god, I don't know. How can I top that? Oh my god. Okay. All right. So how far is Fish Face from the from Varl and Licton?
An immediate distance away.
Immediate. Okay, that's a little too.
Yeah,
close.
give or take. It's yeah. It's all
Okay.
very much in the short to immediate range.
Okay. In that case, then I think I am just going to good old-fashioned attack roll with my dagger.
All right.
Whoever is closest. If that's the
All
fish,
right.
then so be it. Actually, I want to attack the fish because he attacked me. Let's go.
Yeah, sure. And they're probably about an equal distance away, give or take. The thing is that the Vargellan is going to be easier to get to because the human is currently in close combat with Verve.
Okay. Okay, cool. So he can, yeah.
Yes.
I'll do that, and then I'm going to have Ash, if possible. I would like him to start trying to untie Nova. Like bites through or
Oh.
whatever.
Yeah. You know what? I like that. Okay, so let's go through your thing first, and then I will deal with Ash.
Okay.
So you're making an attack with a light weapon. Because it's a light weapon, the attack is actually eased.
Yes.
So your target number is 9. You can spend a level of effort to bring it down to a 6. This will be from your might pool, I believe.
I am also trained in hand-to-hand.
Then that will be another, so that'll be a skill, so that'll bring it down to a 3 if you spend the effort. If you don't spend effort, target number is 6 or above.
I think that I am going to go ahead and spend effort.
All right, sure. Then your target number is 3 or above.
Yeah, that's an 18.
All right, that'll do it. That actually does give you some extra points of damage. That'll do 2 extra points of damage. So as this Vargellan is currently dealing with, discarding the ineffective contents of whatever cipher he tried to use against you, trying to scrape off this magnetic attack drill that is sort of chewing its way through the creature's armor, you are able to get in there with your dagger and just get a really good strike, just below where the ribs would be on a human. You're not entirely sure what, if anything, you are contacting in the Vargellan, because it has a real weird chest that opens and closes. It's all kinds of unusual. So you don't know exactly what you hit, but it seems like it hurts.
Okay. For the extra
sort of-
damage bit, I am going to twist it before I take it out.
Okay. You twist it and pull it out, and this blue-green, grainy, viscous blood sort of begins to pour from the wound.
I'm going to step far enough back that it doesn't get on my clothes.
Sure, you can definitely do that.
Okay. Because gross. And then, I would like to have Ash, bite through whatever's binding Nova, the tubers.
All right. So, Nova, what you see is Ash comes bounding up behind you, this sort of clanking sound as its metallic paws impact the surface of the ruin. And it sort of jumps up on you a little bit and tries to lick your face, because you can't do jack shit about it right now. He stops, he cocks his head at you, makes a kind of whining sound, bites one of the vines, and just looks like he concentrates really hard, or closes his eyes and squints, almost like what happens when you see a dog having a nightmare or having a dream. Kind of does that. And this is a bit of a painful experience for you, but what happens is Ash actually burns the vines away. So he just kind of bites and seems like he exhales or something, but the engine in his chest starts to spin up, and the vines that are surrounding you just begin to go up in smoke. It's very hot. It's very uncomfortable. I'm not going to bother making you roll to avoid the damage, but you are now freed.
So uncomfortable, not damaging uncomfortable, but just like I'm sweating.
Yeah, very much so. Yes.
Good boy.
Good boy, Ash.
Nova, are you okay?
I am now. That was, so stupid.
And everybody said that my training him would not come in handy. Come here, boy. Heal.
Ash makes his way over. He can't quite get to you on this turn, but
that's fine.
He's in the process of it. And now we find ourselves back at the top of the initiative order with Verve, Licton, and Nova.
But other Poppy.
Oh shit, you're right, Other Poppy. Other Poppy is not quite as much of an adventurer as regular Poppy. So
You told her to be safe.
You did tell her to be safe. However, you armed her with something, didn't you?
She has a forearm blade.
A forearm blade, okay. And
And a travel bubble cipher.
yeah, the travel bubble. Okay.
She needs it.
All right, so then what she's going to do is she's going to kind of look over, kind of assess the room, and you see her eyes sort of catch on the pile of Numenera, and what she's going to do is she's going to attempt to try to cross the room to get at that stuff. And as she does, she's going to have to... Actually, no, I'm not going to bother. Yeah, I'll just say, yeah, that's what she does. She tries to cross the room to get to the pile of Numenera, and broadly, she is able to do that. Now we find ourselves at the top of the order with Nova, Licton, and Verve.
I can go.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, this dude, I've dealt with big dudes before, and the bigger they are, the burlier they are, the harder they fall. So I'm going after the angles.
All right, sure thing.
What I'm gonna do is trying to avoid the backswing of the axe, I'm gonna follow that movement around and try and stomp
All right.
on this man's heels. Not heels, ankle.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that'll be an unarmed attack. That would be 2 points of damage. This is eased because it is an unarmed attack. So your target number would initially be 9. You can spend effort from your might pool to bring it down to a 6. And I believe that is it that you can do.
No, I'm not gonna spend from my might pool. I'm just gonna go for that
All right.
9.
Roll straight against 9.
That's a 2. Dang it.
That is a 2. Dang it. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do, would you like 2 experience points, one for yourself or one for another player?
Yeah, sure.
All right. You may take 1 experience point. Who would you like to give it to? Give your second experience point to, rather.
Let's see. Directly after this, directly before this, I believe we were at almost even, right?
I think so.
I believe so, give or take.
Okay. Then this will go to Shields.
Okay. You gain 1 experience point. So what happens is you go for the you go for the ankles, and it doesn't. You don't quite get it. You are able to avoid the swing of this axe, but you're not quite able to make any sort of a meaningful physical contact. But what does happen is, as you're sort of like bent low, going for the leg, what happens is this guy sort of swings his other leg around and puts his boot squarely on your chest and just kicks, and you find yourself flat on your back.
Ooh, okay.
Quick. Okay. After this goes down, the other 2 are still standing. Yes.
Yes.
From where I'm standing, are they kind of like? Can I get an angle where they're both in a line together?
Who is they? The Raiders?
The Raiders.
Yeah, you would have to move away from Varl to do so, but yes, you could.
Okay. Varl, get to the entrance, get into the hall.
Through that? Indicating the fight.
I would try. But am I able to get in line where, also not hitting Verve?
That might be difficult. It depends on what your line is going to do and what kind of line it is.
I kind of want to manifest my lightning wall projector on the 2 of them.
Okay, so because the lightning wall projector is in fact a wall and it does contact the ground, I would say that it would be some kind of an intellect task to try to get the geometry of it such that you're actually going to hit these 2 people specifically and not Verve. It's possible.
I'll wait for a more advantageous position.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and assist Varl out into the hallway and get us both through there.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'll say that broadly you can do that. If you can both move at basically a short distance into the hallway.
Okay, that's what I would like to do then.
Yeah, sure. This puts you at the very edge of you're somewhere between a short and a long distance now from the fight, but yeah,
that's fine. Varl,
you're out of the way.
Follow that cord and get back to the hub.
Okay. Starts making his way out. And let's see, Nova, what would you like to do?
So now that I am free, I'm going back to my trusty spear. I would like to stab the Varjellen, whom Rashiel has been unloading on.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Alrighties.
This would be a challenge 4, so your target number is 12. You can bring it down to a 9 with effort.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. And
Right,
with
this would be
edge
from your might
2,
pool.
it just costs 1 to bring it down.
1 from your might pool. Yes.
I mean, how could I not?
Mm-hmm.
Price is like this. Alright, so I'm looking for a 9. Alright, dice.
9 or above.
No. It was almost 2, but that was a 12. So
12. All right, that'll do it. Yeah. Why don't you describe your attack for us while I go and update this HP?
Yeah. So as the charred remains of the vines kind of crumble at my feet, I just like grab my spear and like leap forward and jab with the spear into the Vargellan's fishy flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. You're able to do so. The Vargellans have a bad fucking time. Quick question, Verve. How long does the magnetic attack drill last? It's just one round, right?
Sorry, I was
you're
muted.
muted?
Yes, it was just the one round.
Just one round. All right. So he's managed to tear the drill off of the sort of metallic plate it was boring into and toss that aside. But yeah, he's looking pretty rough. So on the NPC turn, what's going to happen is this. The big guy is going to basically take a step back from the melee and go more towards the sprawled out body of Verve, but he's still very much looking at the rest of you all as he does this. With one hand, he reaches out and slams a control panel. With the other hand, he pulls the Vargellan back and the elevator begins to descend. So that's Ginger Thor's turn. The Vargellan on his turn is going to reach out towards the like 4 pylons or columns that the elevator is attached to and going up and down, and just throw out the small little burst of electricity, and the elevator is now just zoop. It is nigh free falling.
Are we in the elevator cab, or is it above us?
Oh, no. So there is a section of the floor that is the elevator. You're all in the elevator room, but the only person who is on the elevator of you people is Verve.
Bye, Verve.
So Verve and the 2 raiders just zoop straight down. And you hear a lot of like cursing and sort of quasi-relaxation among the raiders as they begin their descent. And Verve, actually, as this happens, you're still kind of on your back, reeling from what just happened, because all this has happened in a span of a few seconds. The one guy turns over to the Vargellan. Yeah, I don't think this guy's with us.
Nope. Can I get up and tackle one of them? This is one of the open air elevators, right? Yeah, I'm tackling this dude over the edge.
Yes, this is an open air elevator. You're probably right now somewhere in the range of 300 feet off
Cool.
above the air.
Doing it. How far away am I from the entrance of the elevator?
From any edge of the elevator.
From where?
From the vessel.
From the vessel.
Oh, yeah. I would say 50 feet. I would say it travels the extent of a short distance per round. So 50 feet.
Sure. Okay. Doing that.
So, yes, you can make your tackle. Who would you like to tackle, the Vargellan or the human?
The Vargellan.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
What was the thing? Oh, it was 12, right?
12, yes.
Is there any effort that I can spend for this?
If you've already rolled, no. Effort
Okay.
is something to be spent before. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, then that was a 10.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say happens.
Do it. Throw me.
I'm going to say that you are able to tackle the Vargellan.
Okay.
And you most certainly both go off. Okay, so here's what I'll say. You tackle the Vargella, and you both go off of this elevator. But the Vargellan does manage to grasp onto like a sort of beam or underbar of the elevator, and I will want you to make a speed task to attempt to grab onto the Vargellan's foot.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this will be a challenge.
See, here's the thing though. I'm not trying to hold on.
Oh, you're not. So would you be willing to just go straight off then? Because the Vargellan did hold on.
Yes.
Okay, then you fall.
I'm hovering. I got my hover.
Okay, does that take an action to activate?
It doesn't say as an action. Yeah, no.
So yeah, so then right now you are in free fall.
Yes.
Yes.
Skydiving.
You are in free fall at the moment.
Okay.
All right. So that was Nova went, correct? Yeah, Nova went, Licton went, Verve went. All right, and the two raiders went. Poppy and Rashiel, what would you like to do?
So, first, oh my, I cannot look at chat right now. As far as who's left up there, because the person who I was fighting is now gone.
Yeah, the two raiders are in the process of descending.
Okay, so who's left? Is there anybody to fight up here or nah?
Nope. Yeah, no, I mean, unless you want to fight Licton.
I mean, not right now.
Okay.
We could do another, like, we could do some more, like, foot wrestling. Arm wrestling.
You could.
No. Not the right time.
Okay, fine. I don't necessarily really want to do this, but I don't know what else to do. So I have my Hunter Seeker ready. It requires a specific target, so I'm going to set it to Ginger Thor.
Okay.
And I'm just going to have it go do its thing, and I guess I'm gonna go take off and try to catch up with the elevator somehow.
Okay, sure.
I don't know if I'm gonna make my way back down.
Okay, so when you say, so are you gonna like lean over the hole in the floor and fire the Hunter Seeker off and then try to get back down? Okay. Yeah, the way back down is a long way. You'll have to run back around.
I'll have to figure that out later then. I'm just gonna do Hunter Seeker for now.
All right, roll your speed attack roll. Your target is 12.
18.
18. All right. So that actually does double damage. Or not double damage, 2 extra points of damage. Misspeaking. What's the damage on that? Because it mentions. And actually,
yes, it does. I lost all my shit, so let me run a search for it really quick.
It might not matter at the end as well.
I know it explodes for a certain amount.
It does explode.
I know, yeah. It does explode.
Hell yeah.
Is it in Destiny?
No, it would have been. I believe it's in Discovery, if it's anywhere. But I would have sent you the details.
I've got it here in Discord. Here you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good.
With long-range movement, this intelligent missile tracks and attacks, blah, blah, blah. It explodes, inflicting 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to say that's enough. So what happens is...
so 10 damage.
Yeah, so this shoulder-mounted rocket, which prior to this has just been like, kind of curiously looking around, just making occasional little beeping noises, kind of like trying to get your attention, flashing random lights at you. It's a very curious little thing. But you fire it off, and essentially what happens is you destroy the elevator. The rocket goes straight off your shoulder. It hits the rocket with a loud bang, and the supports that hold up the elevator and bring it up and down are just torn out. The elevator itself just falls. Whereas prior it was going very fast, now it's just straight down. And if the two people on the elevator did not like fall with the elevator. They were thrown off. So they're it is a foregone conclusion to know that they are most likely dead.
It's a good thing you got off the elevator, Verv. Rashiel gives no shits.
Are you okay?
I figure I can't
we don't know yet, but
beyond the Russian wind, right?
Yeah, no, you're still so yeah,
falling,
actually
I know.
yeah, you were falling, and as you're falling, I imagine you're not too worried because you can hover. But as you sort of turn over and begin to, look at like, okay, where am I going?
Am I still in the
Looking
blast
back up.
radius?
You know what? That's a great question.
Fuck, damn it.
Why do
You
you
know,
want to
why-
die so bad?
What do I gotta
Why
roll?
don't you just roll any die?
Because that's what you're gonna
What?
do. Die.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
just
rolling.
roll.
I'm rolling 100, D100,
Okay, sure, that's a good one.
63.
Okay, that's an odd number, so you are still in the blast radius. You take 10 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Ouch.
That's why I said any die.
You should have rolled a D246.
Right,
A
yeah.
D even number. Okay, 10 points.
D even.
From which pool?
This would be might, and if it covers all your might, it will go over to your speed.
Okay, cool. I am. What was it? Impaired is the first level.
Impaired. Yes.
Impaired. Yep, I'm
Yeah,
impaired.
there's impaired, debilitated, and dead.
Got it.
Yeah. So you sort of are able to turn over in the sky just in time to watch this rocket just come launching straight down from the elevator, or the sort of gap in the floor above you, and it collides with the platform itself, and there's a huge explosion, and you are just kind of tossed aside. You're able to sort of get yourself together to hover, but you like hit tree branches along the way. You're much lower than you would have liked to start hovering. It's definitely a rough rate. It's a rough stop.
Ow.
Ow. I'm assuming any of us who went to like look over the edge saw this fucking happen.
Yeah, more or less.
We need to get back down there. Get
I
back
think
to
Rochelle's already going.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have Ash take the lead.
All right. So Rashiel's already going. Ash is also and you're heading back around to the central
Yes.
thing to go down to the village.
To go down.
Which other elevator is this? Which direction?
So think of you're right below the hub, the central elevator.
Mm-hmm.
This you can imagine it's 90 degrees off to the east.
Okay, so it's like the
Yes,
eastern.
east. Yeah, so this is the eastern one. If you imagine there's one north, south, east, and west, this is the eastern elevator. So now there are only 4 elevators, 4 entrances onto the room.
Because Verb can't hover back up, right?
I mean, Verve could actually hover back up. There's nothing stopping him.
Okay.
But also, this entrance is pretty much unusable to anybody who isn't Verve right now.
Okay. I'm
Because,
gonna.
you know,
I think
the
I'm gonna wait to see if he comes back up first, because
All right.
that with how big the vessel is, him getting back to Remnant would take time.
Yes, especially traversing through the jungle and
Yeah.
not traversing through the vessel itself.
Mm-hmm.
Which traversal time within the vessel itself also seems to be a bit unpredictable. Granted, it has all thus far been fortunate unpredictable. You're able to move places faster than you expect, but it's still imprecise.
And yeah, our 2 options would be to go through the ring or to go back to the center and go up, right? But
What? I'm sorry.
to get to the northern or southern entrance, we could either travel through the ring of the donut or go back to the center and out another spoke.
Yes.
Okay. But when we've done that, things have got, we've encountered strange entities.
Yeah, the ruin is still very much an unknown quantity. Speaking of unknown quantities, other Poppy can be seen. She's actually walked up to the flash baked bread on the wall and like pulled a piece off and it's chewing. And she sort of calls over with like a wad of bread in her mouth. Hey, Prime, check out all this cool shit. And she's like standing over this small horde of Numenera objects.
Probably Prime will skip over and what'd you find besides like the bread, which is I know not really good, but also carbs.
I mean, it's bread. All bread is good. But anyway, I don't know. There's this thing, and she holds up a small bluish crystal with a metallic ring around the center of it. I mean, I don't know what it does, but it looks nice. She just sort of tosses it. There's something that looks like a almost like some sort of like an odd mechanical exoskeleton of some kind. It's hard to really define. It's halfway between something. It's halfway between like a carrying implement, something to carry gear, and a physical exoskeleton to assist with movement. There's this sort of almost waistband looking thing, just sort of a metallic ring or band. And you know what? I'm actually drawing a blank as to the fourth one. So everyone, why don't you actually quickly describe the items that we discussed in our hiatus. And for this, I will say it's a foregone conclusion. Verve, you are able to hover back into the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're able to get up there. It's not a challenge.
Yeah, it just takes 10 minutes.
For the sake
Yeah, it
of
takes a bit.
continuity, I would say that Nova sort of sees Licton looking at his watch impatiently and like runs after Rashiel, being like, no. Like, Licton says we should just wait for Verve to sort his shit out.
I know, but I kind of want to make sure those dudes are dead.
They're so dead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of dead dudes.
Okay.
Super dead.
Okay, fine.
I think.
Ash runs over.
And anyway, we need you. We there's a lot of Nera.
Numenera? Mm-hmm.
A lot of Numenera. Yes.
Okay, there's that big pile. Okay, yeah, let's go sort through it. Varl, come with us.
Oh, he's probably long gone.
Yeah, Varl is long gone because Licton sent him off.
I told him to go back to the hub.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Licton sent him off during the fight. Yeah.
Okay.
Varl is.
I didn't know if he
was
would be smart
running.
and wait. Of course not. He's
No, I
gone.
told him to yeet.
Okay.
Yeah.
If he's yoked, then never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Verve finally gets back up, kind of like when you're like just there, like I kind of like grab you by the forearm and help pull you up, and I'm kind of like holding you by the shoulders. Are you all right?
Oh man, that was too much fun.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Okay. You're reckless.
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay. I'm glad you're all right.
Oh. Thanks. I'm glad you're okay too.
They're dead, right?
Yeah, I didn't see anyone hovering or anything. It was just all the way down.
Hopefully there aren't more, but looks like the Poppy found something, so let's go take a look, right?
Lead the
Hey,
way.
Lerv. I'm sorry about your friends.
Oh, they were not my friends.
Oh, I thought they said
They said
But
you were
didn't they-
friends.
No, they not my friends. Though I promise I can explain why they might have thought that I was, their friend, but they weren't my friends.
That is something that I think we'd all very much like to know, but perhaps
Yeah,
when
no,
we,
I understand.
perhaps later.
Yeah.
You have just fallen a long, long way.
Fell from higher before, but sure.
Well, if you would like to talk about this now, we could. Is there a giant hole in the floor?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
now.
if we should talk about this. Maybe just regroup and get back to Sabine, because we technically did have more than one problem. The food.
I can explain on the way out.
And I want to make sure Varl is going to be taken care of as well. He was pretty hurt.
So we're taking this stuff back into.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I can't take it when I go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Where
grab
is
my
it
thing.
Sir Poppy, where is it that you go again?
You know, that's a great question. It's a lot like this place. I mean, not like this place, but it's like the world, I guess, just real different. I don't hang out with rocket launcher people or anything like that. I was reading when I came over here this time, so it's real similar, just a lot less this.
You don't mind it here, though, right?
So much.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's very exciting. I don't get a whole lot of this regularly. So, yeah, And most of the time you have clothes for me when I come over here. So, pretty good.
I try after, the first few times. Sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah. But hey, we figured it out, or you figured it out. But yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah, let's make our way back to the hub, and we'll regroup.
I think that Alex, is mine the one that we'd spoken about previously?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Never mind then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought so.
Yeah. So actually, we've already taken a look at the rifle. Why doesn't everybody quickly describe your artifact that you have found in this pile?
We know which artifact goes with which object. It says it's a crystal. Duh. Wait,
you would have all had a description
Yeah.
of some kind sent over with it. And for those of you at home, I would be describing this, but I sent most of these over anywhere between 1 and 2 weeks ago, except for one, which was sent over tonight because I'm on top of my shit. But yeah, so everybody has had this information for a little bit. So yeah, what everybody find in there?
So yeah, one thing really speaks to Verve. It's what you sent to me was called a spider harness, but from here on out, it's going to be called Daddy's Long Legs. It's a bit of a it's a belt-like harness that you can wear, and out of the back of it, 8 mechanical legs will sprout out, and it gives me long movement speed on the ground, and short movement speed while climbing on walls or ceilings. So, going to be really useful, and I can use them they provide an asset on any task involving running, balance, staying upright, and climbing. So,
All right.
Verve's got an upgrade.
I have never hated you more than in this exact moment.
Daddy's long legs to the rescue.
You have no less than 2 people in this group right now that want to just punch you.
Oh yeah. Alex, did I have to roll the level and depletion or anything?
So you roll depletion. It usually says like 1 in D20 or
one in D100.
And that says per use or per day.
It
right?
just says depletion.
Okay, I will double check, but usually that goes per something.
Okay.
So that'll be like per use, per day, per month. It just depends.
Okay, and then the level.
Did I give you a level of it? Unless it mentions the level of the item anywhere in the mechanics of it, you don't really need the level to a large extent.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you didn't give me a level, and the level says 1d6 plus 1, so I'm just going.
Okay, yeah, you can roll it if you want. And we can, if it ever comes up, it'll come up.
Okay. It's a level 6.
Okay. Licton, what did you find? Because I actually forgot what you found.
In the pile, there was a bag. The description is literally just describes it as a bag, so I'm going to take liberty with this. I'm going to say that this bag looks like one of those, like, leg hip bags that, like, that sits right below your hip, which is really fucking cool. And inside, it can hold a bunch more ciphers. So there are 4 ciphers in there that I get to play around with. That immediately is getting hooked to my side.
All right. And then, Rashiel and or Never, what did you find?
So I think Nova was drawn to this blue crystal with the band around it. And when she sort of picks it up and examines it, a sound or a feeling kind of echoes through her mind, which is a little bit like it's like tuning in to a staticky radio station, or sort of the sound, the THX drone, just this kind of reverberation that resolves. And what this crystal can do is it gives me a direct line of telepathic communication with an immortal artificial intelligence. I don't know where this entity is based, or when or how it came to be, but I can talk to it whenever I want, and every so often, every day or so, it will actually perhaps condescend to help me out a little bit, if it feels like it.
Okay, I guess that leaves me. Rashiel has found this really cool device that looks kind of like a normal, like kind of like a backpack kind of a deal. And what it is it has like these multiple metallic protruding tubes, almost like arms, but each of them has like a different tool or function. So maybe one has a like a little grasper on it that looks like a claw, maybe one looks more like a screwdriver, maybe one looks more like something else, and there's a whole bunch of them. And what it is it's called the Smart Wearable Workshop because it's better than the basic wearable workshop. And what it does is it will improve the work of its maker in that it provides 2 assets to the assessed difficulty of any crafting task done, predominantly while wearing it. It is a little bit. It says that a character wearing one is hindered in speed defense tasks. I don't care. Because I'm gonna be using this to build Nera. And I do think I need to roll the level, Alex, because it says it's a 1d6 plus 3, or shall I roll for that? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. I don't know if or when it will come up, but
just in case. It does also say that the depletion is 1 in 1d20 check per completed crafting project.
Yes, so every time you craft something, I will ask you to roll a d20. If you roll a 1, it will deplete.
Depletes, okay. And yes, I am now Doc Ock.
For all of our player characters, please note, you can use an experience point to roll a depletion roll.
Oh, okay.
So if your object depletes and you would rather it not, and you have a spare experience point, you can spend that experience point to re-roll your depletion.
I rolled a 5, so it's a level 8.
All right, super.
So cool.
It's really cool.
All right, so is everybody heading back to Remnant? All right.
Yeah. Did Vol make it back to the hub?
Yeah. And I would say that, it takes you a bit to walk out there, but yeah, you find him sort of waiting. He's sort of gone down to that lowest floor where most of the other sort of on-duty scavengers are working, and he's just sort of sitting out by the elevator on that floor.
I want to head over to him.
Oh, hey. I made it back.
Good. We're going to head back down. We're going to get you looked at. And then when you're feeling up to it, I'm going to tell Sabine that when you're feeling up to it, we're going to have a talk and so we can hear what you saw and what happened, all right?
Okay. Sounds good.
I hold out my hands to help him up.
He takes it, gets up.
All right, let's go.
You go. You head down the elevator. As you're heading down, Varl's kind of looking around. So did you blow something up back there, or? Because I feel like I heard that.
I'm going to look back over my shoulder at him and just glare.
He's like in mid-word and he's
silently.
Something may or may not have blown up.
Not you.
Rashil, we talked about this.
I figured since all of the rest of you are destroying things like my house, that I should get in on the fun.
I think that what Rashil meant to say was that under the circumstances, it was the most expedient course of action.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Nova.
But you gotta admit it was kind of fun, right?
I mean, you didn't destroy someone's house, though, did you?
I'm now just going to stop abruptly, and I'm just gonna, slowly turn towards him.
We had a discussion, Rashil, about getting along with people, how glaring at them might not always help.
Frankly, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, so excuse me for, forgetting my etiquette.
Oh my god, this is so awkward.
Varl says nothing else on the way down, but you do catch him sort of standing on his toes, trying to count the number of houses.
Also, Verve, what the fuck? How do those people know you?
I was about to say, I'd rather explain that than sit through this awkwardness. Okay, so...
Wait, you knew those guys?
They knew me. It's not a secret. I've already explained a little bit about how I wasn't necessarily always on the up and up. Shields, you know this. And part of the reason why that I was so successful was because I did business with
who we talked about last time.
Yes, these convergence people. They're not good people. They're powerful, they're rich. It's how I made a living. I guess they recognized me. And, you know, it's not like I was always, you know, mean about things.
If two random goons recognized you, that says a lot.
Yeah. That's how you move up in this kind of world. Notoriety, a little bit of recognition goes a long way.
But you were working for an organization called Convergence, and you thought that your paths could separate and not return together?
You make a really good point. Did not think about that. That's really why I'm out here. I'm trying to get away from that, trying to get away from them. And I did not think that they would follow.
But you thought that it was possible to get away?
Hope is a more fitting term.
Our past never truly leaves us. We take it with us wherever we go.
Ain't that the truth? But,
Well, there's really no way to know what's going to happen in the future. Only take it one step at a time. Varl.
Let me think on this a little bit. I think we can use this to our advantage for, you know, them coming and everything.
Varl, if you could please keep this to yourself.
He sort of like shoots a look over at Rashio.
I'm just touching my dagger.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, we have a transport to go check on.
All right. The elevator descends after a few very awkward moments, and you find yourselves back in the heart of the settlement you have been working on constructing. And it is at this point which we will take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. So everybody get up, stretch, pet your pets, get some water, do all that good stuff, and we'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh baby, I love your madness.
Welcome to our Patreon. Here on Open for Adventure, we are making high quality Dungeons and Dragons content, folks. We have a great big world to share with you, and by becoming a patron, you can help us explore and expand upon this adventure. With your support, we can invest in more amazing artwork, better mics, fancy cameras, and overall stream quality. Not to mention, help us get some amazing new merch that we can use for giveaways. What do you get by becoming a patron? I'm so glad you asked. Let's take a look at the different levels and give you a sneak peek at what you can get at each tier. Did you know that the family of the First Lord Theo, the leader of the rebellion against the Empire, actually invented firearms nearly 25 years prior to the current campaign? The designs for this high-tech weapon are the Delaney family's best-kept secret. Also, they were originally invented by the late First Lady Victoria, Theo's mother. Access to lore leaks like this is what you can expect from the first tier, written in blog-style posts after each weekly session. Ever wondered what goes on off-camera? The next 3 tiers give you exactly that. With Stolen Moments, you can get access to text-based roleplay moments, highlighting experiences that don't make it onto the stream, like Leona's training session with Ray and Asmar. Stolen Moments Plus gives you access to roleplay moments featuring our guests, non-player characters, and historical figures, featuring the likes of Marshall, Annalena, and even the Empress herself. And Roleplay Addiction takes us to a whole other level. This tier gives you exclusive
30-minute videos of canon interactions not otherwise seen on stream, like late-night drunken interactions between paladins or tender moments featuring your favorite character ships. The Warm Fuzzies is super simple. It's everything I've listed so far, and also you get your name on stream after our weekly regular sessions. Every session. And our undying love. And finally, the most epic of all Patreon tiers. Drumroll, please. The Lore Master. This ultimate and final tier gets you first look access at all of the content going into our upcoming, official, open for adventure campaign setting. Lore, maps, monsters, items, dungeons, dragons. Go ahead, have a look around, make yourself at home, and consider becoming a patron to help us make this fantasy world a little bit closer to reality.
Oh, hi. My name is Express Love. I'm the Senmarian god of coffee. Did you know that in Senmaria, every cup of coffee is made with found familiar coffee beans? That's canon. In Senmaria, every cup of coffee is good coffee because it's made with love by found familiar. Did you know that every bag of found familiar coffee features artwork from incredible members of the tabletop gaming community? That's canon. Each blend and roast of found familiar coffee features cool D&D names like Thieves' Cant, Face Step, and Pact Magic. In Senmaria, every royal meeting that Ray attends features the Cartographer's Blend, a brew of coffee made by found familiar in conjunction with Devon Rue. Now that's canon. Found familiar coffee. Buy it today.
Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with
And we're back. I can't.
Welcome back, everybody.
I can't. Hi, we're back.
Sorry, I'm distracted by Streamcat. Hold on, let me put on some music.
Red.
There we go. All right. So, after destroying part of an ancient and unknown ruin, which is unlike anything that can be found anywhere else in the world ever, you make it back down to Remnant. What would you like to do? Varl heads off to see the town healer,
Elliot.
young man named Elliot. Yep.
I think Rashiel's gonna go straight to Sabine's really quick, and I imagine her kind of knocking on the door, letting herself in, and like kind of waving to acknowledge Sabine. Like, hey, we're back. We have Varl.
Yeah, sure. You let yourself in, and you see that
I'm not going in all the way.
Sure.
I'm staying in the doorway. I'm probably gonna open, and I'm like, hey, Varl's back. He's safe.
Okay. This is a relatively small house, so this is still something that you would see. She's in the back working at a workbench. You see that she has actually removed her mechanical arm, and she is currently working on it with her one remaining arm. Oh, yeah, sure. Just give me a second. The arm itself is held up on these like two stands, and she seems to have a pretty solid workflow. With respect to this thing, she's able to manipulate it very quickly, and it probably takes her another 30-45 seconds to finish. It seemed like reactivating it almost, and she sort of lifts it up with her one remaining arm and sets it in place at the shoulder. There's a bit of an uncomfortable moment where you see these metal protrusions come out of the mechanical arm and sort of dig in to attach themselves and sort of act as artificial nerve fibers to create a mental link to the mechanical arm. And it's definitely does not look like a comfortable process. But Sabine definitely seems used to it and doesn't seem to be bothered by the light stabbing. Okay. Varl's back. You're all back. Okay.
Yeah. I need.
What happened?
There were some dudes. From the. We assume probably from the Convergence. They had this pile of Numenera collected up in the vessel, which, speaking of the vessel, I kind of blew up part of it. But I'm gonna go, so I will talk to you later.
No. I'm sorry. The Convergence? Are you fucking kidding me?
No. I wish I was.
So we're already dealing with raiders, and now we have to worry about, what, secret societies?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I know. I kind of came here to get away from that. I know.
That makes this a lot worse. You do understand that makes this a lot worse.
Yeah, I know. I do understand. I also know that we have a transport that needs rescuing, so we could freak out about this later.
Right. So what now?
We're gonna go try. We're just gonna go try and help this transport first. Sure. I thought you should know.
Yeah. All right.
Sabine?
Yeah?
Can I, well, not now, but can I talk to you about your arm later sometime?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thanks. We'll be back.
All right. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for helping out.
Yeah, of course. I'm honestly, I'm as scared as you are. But we'll figure it out. We don't have an option. We have to make this work.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks, Rochelle.
Yeah. I'll see you when we get back. And I leave.
All right. You leave. Is there anything else anybody would like to do?
I think
I would like... Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think I would escort Varl to Elliot, but also drag Verv and myself there because we also took some hurt.
Yes. Yeah.
See if there's anything he can do to help us, especially if we do need to go back out on the transport.
Yeah. Sure. So, yeah, you head out there. Elliot himself is a self-professed practitioner of improvisational medicine. So it's not quite like going to maybe doctors out in the West who have very particular methods and a lot of, discussion and common practices. But fortunately, one thing that Elliot is able to do is Elliot is to some extent able to manipulate nanotechnology. And so, although he can't always necessarily explain exactly what's happening, he is actually able to heal a lot of injuries and sicknesses just by interacting with people. Just sort of so the superstitious might call it magic, but it's just real weird, real small robots. And so broadly, he is going to be able to. It takes a while, and it takes a good bit of sort of tending to you. And honestly, a lot of it is just like him just sort of examining, and then like if he finds like an injury or anything, he just like lays a hand there, and you just kind of got to sit there. It's a bit awkward, but over the course of 5-10 minutes, you'll feel bones mend, cuts heal.
Headache disappear.
It's an it's an uncomfortable process. It's really
Intelligence
itchy.
Returns.
Yeah, no,
Two
my
brain
brain's
cells, I have
fade.
4.
You're like,
Right? Yeah. Brains unsmoothen themselves.
Brains re-wrinkle.
But yes, so yeah, you're able to get yourself not completely healed up, but definitely looking in better shape than you were when you went in. You can both roll one extra recovery roll.
So if we take an action or a 10-minute, or how does that work?
So you just roll your recovery now, and you won't have to spend anything.
Cool.
So you'll roll your 1d6 plus whatever.
Okay. And can I also do a 10-minute recovery while he's...
Yes, yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can stack these things.
Thank you. I finally did not roll once.
All right.
Heck yeah. I'm so happy.
And you can redistribute those points to any pool that you would like.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
While we're here, once getting this just weird, awkward treatment, Is it just me, Licton, and Varl, or is Elliot still sticking around?
Elliot is around as long as you need healing. There are other people in here as well. He is, definitely the town physician. And, for as much acute trauma that he treats, the adventurers for, he also is, in the business of, like, dealing with, like, sickness and all of that sort of thing. So this is it's not like full of people, but yeah, there's definitely people here. It's not exactly a private location.
Sure. If Varl, the other thing is Varl still around?
Yeah, Varl's going to be here for a while. Varl's going to take several goes round.
Okay. Hey, Varl,
yeah?
Do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Don't listen to any of this next conversation. That's
okay.
right. That's yes. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
Cool. And just now I'm gonna face Licton. Just pulling me up from that elevator hole was the first thing you said to me that wasn't more than 1 or 2 words in the past week or so. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Do we need to talk about this now? I will admit I have been avoiding you. But do we need to talk about this now?
I'm gonna say yes. Maybe there's a further discussion, but literally 2 weeks.
I think the discussion needs to be a little longer than what you want, but I'm just avoiding you because I'm avoiding things I'm not sure how to feel. So
Okay. Then
and it's complicated.
Okay, fine. It's no secret then. You have been trying to your best to take care of me out here, and I keep telling you that you really don't have to. There's nothing you owe, but
you're wrong, but all right.
Fine, assuming that you do, I know how you can pay me back. I've got security shift tomorrow night. Just join me, and we'll call it even.
Sure. I think Elliot's done with us. We should probably get going.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Varl, and what is Varl?
He's definitely making an effort to make sure you know he's not looking at you.
Yeah. I'm glad you're back, Varl.
Yeah, thanks for that. I really didn't know how that was going to end up.
Well, you rest up, all right?
Maybe sometime soon I can teach you about calculating risks.
Yeah, could probably use help with that. Hey, but I know you've already done a lot for me, but can you do me one more favor today? Can you keep your shield like as far away from here as possible?
I cannot promise that.
I don't think she wants to
Okay.
make her way over here anyway, so you should be all right.
Okay, then can you also not tell her I asked you that?
I also can't promise that, Varl.
I will promise it for you, and I will make sure he does
Okay.
not.
Okay. She's scary, okay?
She's not that bad.
Is is anything of Varl's like wrapped up or like a foot or something? I don't know.
Yeah, he's got some bandages on.
Okay, I'm gonna tap one of the bandages in the same way like you do to like a little brother or something, to mess with them while they're recovering. Not to deal damage, but just to make them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Take your lumps, kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then go about business. See if the captain or Sabine wants to talk about what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You continue to go about business. Nova and or Poppy, is there anything you would like to do?
I think that, so my initial thought had been to make sure that Lickton got some medical attention, but he took care of that. I think I might go back to my house in this sort of brief span of times that we have. And I think I've got like a little area where perhaps I've got a skylight or a porch or somewhere where the light comes through, and I've got it set up with like little bits of shiny reflective things, so there's like a sort of little bit of a disco reflection vibe. And I'd like to sit with my new crystal. And, sort of like turn it this way and that, and like hold it up so that it looks like part of the sort of makeshift design that I'm building. And you can see that over the weeks and months that we've been here, I've started to carve and glue and stick and just embellish the house, and it's becoming this kind of very intricate abstract pattern. And I'm looking and like holding the crystal up in different places and like looking to see if it's going to fit somewhere. And I'd like to try and connect with the intelligence.
All right.
That is in the crystal, or that is part of the crystal.
All right, sure thing. The first thing that you experience is something very similar to what you kind of experienced the first time you got onto the vessel. It's almost like watching or listening to a podcast at like 3 or 4 times speed. You just hear words, although you can't quite make any of them out. And they're all very different. They involve different sounds, some of which you are reasonably confident a human couldn't even make with the mouth that we have. Of different lengths, different pitches, different cadence. It just cycles through a few dozen different just words. But eventually, you catch the word hello. It goes forward a couple of additional words, and then it backs up. Hello.
Hello. My name is Nova. I am from the Reverberant Coil. Experience beyond, I don't know if that means anything to you. It is nice to meet you. Whoever you are. I feel like I know you, but I know that I don't. Do you have a name?
I do not. And yet... Hello, Nova. I am the Central Intelligence of the vessel Icarus. I am a Class 9 Designed Intelligence, and I am currently 600,432 years old.
That's very old. You are from the vessel.
Yes, or rather, I am the vessel.
I have so many things that I wish to ask you.
I will do what I can to answer.
Also, I had hoped to ask you pertaining to myself, but knowing now who and what you are, I think that I must first ask. What is it like to be so far removed from the purpose that you once had? Does your goal and the task for which you were made still live?
In truth, it does not. I was designed to assist certain people. And, well, they no longer exist. But I still find enough purpose in the things I'm able to do.
That is very encouraging to hear. Thank you. I'm going to
You're the
pocket
first person
crystal.
I've spoken to in a very long time.
Oh, sorry. Perhaps it was meant to be that way. I think I have a lot to learn from you. And with that, I will pocket the crystal and go and find my friends.
Sure. You pocket the Central Intelligence, and you go to find your friends. And Poppy, is there anything you would like to do?
I would like to I would like to ask other Poppy. Hey, do you mind sticking around for like a little bit longer? I know you were like in the middle of a really good book or something, but there's like this other thing. Need some food, and it'd be kind of super nifty to have you along, but I get it if you want to go. Like, obviously, I'm not going to keep you here longer than you want to be here, but it'd be really handy.
Yeah, no, I can definitely stick around for a while longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jim, when had PL said, was Poppy just supposed to come by at some point, like later?
Whenever, whenever Poppy was available. Excursions into the ruin are usually of indeterminate length, especially when you don't have a very clear goal.
So after the transport would be more appropriate?
It could be whenever. I mean, you know that Verve and Victon are being healed right now. Rashiel went off. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't mention that she was going to see Sabine. Nova went off. So everyone just kind of dispersed.
Rashiel, notorious for telling everyone where they are at all times.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Poppy Prime would like to say, peace out, other Poppy. I'll be back in like just a few minutes. It's fine. I just got a little thing I gotta take care of super quick. Okay. Have fun. Make some new friends. Play some pranks. I don't know. And she's gonna go find PL.
All right.
Super quick.
Sure.
She can.
Ship emoji.
Oh, it showed up. It showed up.
There is a ship emoji.
Yeah. There is a ship emoji. I love it.
Yeah, you don't actually need to be unmuted for it to come up, but
right, yeah. All right. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. But okay, yes. The person you were looking to find, whom you and precisely 0 other people refer to as PL, is not that difficult to find. At least for you. There are a few places that she typically likes to hang out, mostly on the edges of the settlement.
Hi. It's me again.
Hey.
Did I interrupt you? I don't want to interrupt you, but I just had a quick question. If that's
yeah.
okay.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so when we're hanging out later, like I kind of have to get doing another thing. There's like another crisis or something. Who could have guessed? So are we like hanging out, or is it like a date?
What?
Is this super awkward? I'm so sorry. I didn't,
No, it's.
Was that like a friend kiss, or was it like, like a date sort of kiss? I'm just.
Would you want it to be a date?
Yeah, that would be really nice, actually.
I think so too.
Okay. Good. Okay. Good. I'm really glad. Okay. So, I'll see you later then, and
okay.
It'll be a date.
All right. It'll be a date.
Okay, I'm gonna go blush over there really hard now. Okay, have a good rest of your day. I'll be back.
Bye, Poppy.
If PL will accept it, Poppy will like start to leave and then like turn and like scurry back and kiss her on the forehead.
PL will graciously accept that.
Okay. And then she's going to run off again.
Gotcha. All right. So is there a point at which you would all like to reconvene? A place where you all like to reconvene? What is your next move?
I think we should definitely at least give a quick recap on what happened, but I think which Rashiel already did, but also when Varl's healed up, he can also give another one. Do they still want us to go out and look into the food situation?
I told her that we were going to go check on the transport. I think she needs some time to figure out how we're going to address the convergence being here.
All right.
Oh, and Shields, Varl wants to apologize to you at some point.
That sounds like a him problem. Can we go?
I don't know. If you ever find the time, I mean, I think it would be nice. It would
Please.
go a long way.
Just don't scare the poor lad.
I don't even want to do it.
We can talk about this after another day.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so just to be clear, are you heading straight out to attempt to find the missing food?
What time of day is it?
Why not?
As opposed to...
I don't know if you were attempting to meet up with anybody or what the deal was. So I just want to clarify. Are you just heading straight on out?
Well, what time of day is it?
Afternoonish. Noon.
Can we get there?
Not too late, but definitely not morning.
Can we get there before night?
No. The place where that you would be headed out to go, I believe I said it was at least a day out. This is a long. That would be a long journey.
So we'd have to do it like tomorrow, if we want to get there reasonable time. Unless we want to get there pitch black.
I mean, like, if we left now, we'd be closer. You know, if we stopped at nightfall and took a little like camping trip, and then kept going, we'd still get there before. We would otherwise get there if we left tomorrow morning.
And we can handle the situation while there's daylight.
Is there anything at our disposal to make sleeping overnight on the road more safe or comfortable?
Or is there anything that we can use to expedite our trip? I can't remember the name, but how fast are those? I don't want to call them pack horses, but
yeah, the Anine.
The Anine.
They're definitely faster than you would be walking, especially since you have a floating cart. They like it. A child could push that thing around. It experiences no gravity, so it does not slow down the Anine one bit.
Maybe we take an Anine and a cart, and if there is something that happened, maybe if the transport broke down, we can use that to get supplies back.
You take care of that. I'll be right back. And I'm going to go to the bread pod tree. And I'm going to take,
Sure.
Isn't it just like, it's like one piece is enough for a day, right?
One fruit is enough for a person for one day.
Okay, then I would like to take 4, figuring that we can split them in half if need be.
Okay, sure. Keep in mind you also have the rifle.
True. Then I will take 2.
Okay.
And I'll go see about getting an Anine and a cart.
Sure. Yeah, it's not difficult. You have to just go talk to the captain and the captain to get one of the Anine and Sabine to get a cart. But yeah, you're able to do that. It's not really a problem.
Sounds good.
Oh, on my way back, I would like to make a point to pass by Callie's cart and just say, "Hey, have you thought about not having that many ciphers together in one spot?" Okay, and then I'm gonna go.
All right. Yeah, sure. You pass by, and for those of us at home, Callie's cart is a small mobile shop that has set up in Remnant for now. It's literally just a cart full to the brim of technology, random anything from like little bits of oddities that are like useless to, there's probably some real dangerous stuff in there, but it's just this pile of junk and maybe a few treasures in there, and is run by this young woman named Callie, who's very shrewd, very bright, and quicker than most people expect in terms of her business dealings, but still very well liked and very sociable. And so, Rashil, as you pass off the suggestion, yeah, I thought about it.
Licton's really worried about it. He doesn't want it to explode.
Is there anything Licton isn't worried about, though?
I know, right? But still. I agree with you, but still, it's kind of valid. I mean, you know what they can do. You know how it gets when there's too many in one spot.
You know, tell them I'm thinking real hard about it, and I'll get right on it.
Callie, I swear to God, if you don't do something about this by the time I get back, I will stab you in the throat.
Yeah, okay.
I will roll intimidation if I have to.
Okay, yeah, sure, because she's not in her default state is not to be intimidated. So sure,
Yeah,
you're gonna have to roll intimidation on this.
I think this would be funny because I have an inability in social stuff. So I just think.
And I would also say that, especially for the sake of dealing with people in town, Callie is well liked enough to the point where she like knows how to joke with people and knows how to bullshit with them, and so she very much knows she's kind of bullshitting with you. So yeah, you can roll intimidation. I'm gonna set this challenge though at a 6.
Oh yeah, no, I'm expecting to like fail this. Was the point? Because it would be funnier. That is a 19.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hold on, I can't. I'm sorry.
We can see it. It's good.
Oh my god.
Well done.
Oh no.
All right, so maybe I will see what I can do, but no promises.
I'm gonna do that, and then I gotta go. I'm leaving.
All right, as you're leaving, Callie does call after you one last time. And if it costs me money, I'm charging you double next time.
I don't care. Put it on the tab.
Sure, yeah, you make your negotiations with Callie. And head on out. You have an Anine and a cart waiting for you, and you're able to pretty much just head on out into the jungle like this. Is there anything else you would like to do in town before you head out?
I was gonna go to Callie's.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to?
Our shins are no good there anymore.
Sure, you're more than welcome to go to Callie's.
Only if it's after I've been there, because I think that's hilarious.
Yeah. I just used my last cipher, trying to get Varl back. Do you have any recommendations or anything?
I mean, I've got a pile.
Okay.
Stick your hand in and grab something.
Sure. Nothing's gonna explode, right, Callie?
I mean, just make sure you don't push any buttons too hard when you're pulling something out. You should be fine.
Oh, because I'm so good at that. Okay. Sure. I'll grab something. I don't know.
All right. Sure.
I prefer my Nera, my utility Nera, to be pocketable.
Okay.
So.
Also, I don't know how many shins you personally have on you. For those of us home, shins are money.
I have 18.
Okay. You do have a stockpile of shins for your own personal use whenever you're doing town-related business. I believe you personally, the 4 of you rather, or 5 of you, have access to, I think, 300 shins.
Yes.
And so purchasing a cipher will be well above like 18 shins. So this will probably be on the order of like 100, 150 shins, depending on what you pull. Is that okay?
Oh, balls. Okay.
I'll pull it from your stockpile. I've got the Excel sheet up and everything.
If the out of character, if the party is cool with this.
Depends what it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Cool.
I was gonna say, don't go rolling into our joint bank account and buy some bullshit.
No, definitely not.
All right, so I will say go roll 2d100, and so you will be able to pick one of 2 things.
Okay. That first one was 81.
81.
Second one was 77.
81 and 77. Oh, great. I don't have to scroll that far. All right. Oh, geez. These are long.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'm going to send you one through Discord. This is a small mechanical insert with 5 legs and a small eyepiece that seems to be built for a creature with 5 eyes. And I'm putting that... I'll put that in general chat so everyone can see this shit. If you want to read about a cipher, and that is called the Ecstasy Glass. And it is a level... Let's see. That's 1 cipher. Your other option, and this fortunately I can just read out, is an item called the Catholicon. This is an ingestible liquid that audibly assures the user that everything will be all right as it is consumed. Oh. And this cures the disease of the cipher level, or cures any disease or illness of the cipher level or lower.
Hold on. I'm reading the Ecstasy Glass, but that sounds awesome.
Oh, this is just drugs.
I think we just all need someone to tell us everything's gonna be all right and heal us.
That's the healer. We have that person, right?
Oh, so they're both kind of healing items, except one of them is drugs.
Yeah, no, I'll take the drugs.
All right, you're taking the drugs. All right, super.
And I'll pay my own shins just to offset what I pull from the joint bank account.
Sure.
All
Then
18 of them.
Yeah, I'm not using them.
I'll make it even, and I'll pull 80 out of the stockpile.
Okay.
All right, and say it costs more or less an even 100.
Okay.
All right.
Amazing.
All right. Unfortunately, we do not get to experience the joys of reassuring medicine, but
yeah,
you get drugs. So you're able to walk away from this perfectly legal exchange that you've just engaged in.
Everything's legal in the Expanse.
This is true. This is not wrong. And so, yeah, you're able to head out into the night.
Cool.
Or at least into the afternoon, and then it becomes night and you sleep. So I will also ask, is there anything anybody wants to do specifically during the journey? Because this is mostly going to be a sort of travel montage.
I know that Nova would like to find a time to check in with Ixton.
Check in with
Lichten.
Oh, Lichten. Okay, yeah, sure.
Lichten Brattlesby.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah, I'm probably in the cart. I don't know who's driving, but if no one else drives, I would drive, but I feel like we'd probably do like a handoff so one person isn't doing it every single time. But
I'll drive.
Maybe I notice that you're sitting in the back with your legs over the side of the cart or something.
Yeah, I'm probably looking through my book.
Oh yeah. Excuse me, do you mind if I join you?
I'll look up at you and pat next to me. Anything for you, Nova.
Well, don't make promises you might not want to keep. You don't know what I'm asking.
Yeah, but you're a good person, so I'm not too worried.
Non-committal shrug. I try. I remembered that a couple weeks ago when I was out of sorts, you checked in on me, and I wanted to return the favor and check in on you. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Are you doing better? I know you were pretty shaken up.
I think so. Felt good to get in a scrap, honestly.
Needs some kind of outlet, right?
It's true, and as much as watching the volunteers do laps and training exercises helps, it's not the same as knowing that I, well, tried to protect all of you.
You protected everyone, don't worry. But I appreciate you checking in. I really do.
So it was scary to see you be hurt like that. So
It's been a dangerous several months, so to speak, since we got out here. So you know how it is in the beyond.
I do.
It's not an easy life, but I think it's rewarding.
An easy life for as long as it lasts. I feel that lately our close calls have become closer and closer.
You're right. Especially with the Raiders, I don't know how long this is gonna last. I think everyone's paths are gonna be catching up with them at some point.
And what of your our friend Verve? His path seems to be catching up even faster.
I only know what he's told us, but one of many people's. I think many people's paths are going to be converging in the upcoming months.
Keep an eye on him. I know you only know what he tells you, but he tells you a good deal.
I have been looking after him since we met. I don't plan on stopping.
It's not an easy task, but you're the right man for it.
He doesn't make it easy. Pain in my ass, but
you've got your Verve, and I've got my spiky porcupine.
yeah, you're very pointed porcupine. But y'all have been a good influence on each other.
I think so. Yes, I've learned so many new curse words.
Yeah, but
well, we'll keep looking out for each other.
I can't wait until we can just relax and sit like this more often.
When do you think that will be?
I don't know, but you let me know when it comes up, alright? You can see things more than I can.
I cannot see the future.
Yet,
and actually though, I think I see relaxation in your future, and I'm going to grab the nearest soft thing and sort of prop it up behind Lichten's back.
Thank you.
When in doubt, soft pillows.
And take a nap. Which ain't actually a bad idea.
Yeah, I'll leave you to it.
Take a quick nap.
All right. Most of your trip is fairly uneventful. You ride pretty much straight on into the night, and you're able to have a mostly peaceful sleep. That is, except for that I will ask Nova, would you like 2 experience points? One for yourself and one for somebody else.
I mean, always.
All right.
And I'll give
who would
the
you
other
like to
one.
give yours?
I'll give the other one to Lichten.
All right. So, let me quickly change this music.
I can't hear it. What sound is it making?
Do we have creepy violins again?
Oh no, not the creepy one.
No, this is a bit too fast paced. Let me see. Whatever. Okay. So
It's making this sound, right?
something like that. But at night, where are you keeping that artifact of yours?
It seems like a question with a right answer and a wrong answer. What am I wearing? Man, I feel like one of my like kind of layers is like a pocketed sash that kind of wraps a couple times around my midsection. So I've got it like tucked in there.
Mm-hmm. Sure. At night, you notice it glowing much more strongly than it usually does. It has a bit of a faint light that it gives off just passively, but now it's definitely glowing pretty bright, which may or may not be concerning, except for the fact that it is no longer blue. It is now this sort of very sickly, pale, cloudy yellow color.
What? Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna take it to Rashiel.
Okay.
When
you do, can I just quickly ask you to make an intellect defense roll?
Oh no, not this again. I don't want to be a starfish. Alright, okay. I'm gonna spend 3 of my measly 8 cool to boost this.
Alright, you brought the challenge level down by 1.
Is a 5 good?
A 5 is unfortunately not good enough for this particular task.
This dice is going in the garbage. Not been my friend today. Okay.
Okay, so that happens, and you go over to Rashiel, and you have this crystal in your hand.
Oh, I don't like that at all. Anyway, when I pick it up, does it feel different at all?
Not particularly.
On my way over, actually, before I do that, I would like to dig my lenses out. And examine it, and seeing beyond to see if there's something more than just this yellow color.
Sure, got you. So this will be a perception-based task. I'll say it's a challenge 4. You have an inability in perception, so that'll be a challenge 5. You can spend intellect to bring it down to 4 again, for which your target number will be 12.
Okay, I'm just gonna get a new dice.
Are you spending from your intellect pool?
I'm not. That's a 9, though.
Okay. Yeah, you're not really able to get anything beyond the color change.
That's fine. All right. So I'm gonna head over to where Rashiel is. Are you asleep? You're probably right there. I don't need to go anywhere. Are you asleep?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how late it is, but Rochelle would probably be trying to sleep.
It's probably not that late.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh,
I'm awake, reading.
Hey.
Hmm?
I need you to look at something.
What?
This artifact, this object that I found on the vessel. Look, it used to be blue, but it's that same sick color that I felt on the vessel when we were first there. You can see it, right? Can she see this?
She can see the color, yeah.
Oh, okay. Actually, I should ask, is it the same color that I remember from the vessel?
Oh yeah, same color.
Oh yeah, okay. Yes, I remember, this is what I was talking about, the yellow fog.
Okay, and remembering the last time that we both had our hands on an artifact, she turned into a starfish, I am going to just kind of keep both of my hands on my book and go, and I would like to make an understanding Numenera roll, for which I am skilled.
All right.
Figure out, like, is this thing dangerous?
Yes, sure. I will say,
is.
yeah, there are gradations of understanding, but to get a full answer as possible, this would be a challenge 7.
Okay.
So your target number would start off at 21. You are
Yeah, they
skilled,
have
so that
to.
brings
That's
it down
okay,
to
we'll track.
18. You can spend from your intellect pool to bring it down to a 15.
Oh yeah, I got plenty. Why not?
Okay, sure. And I do believe that is the extent of what you can do at this moment.
Yes.
All right.
Get rid of that. Okay. I just know this dice is gonna fuck me over because it's important. I just know it is. 17.
Wait, no, that's good, right?
Wait, that does it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right because of the thing.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yay!
Hey,
Okay,
hey, hey,
thank God.
That does it. That does it. Okay.
I'm sorry
So
I
you're
dissed you. Mwah.
So you're able to determine a couple of things. You're able to determine that one, this thing is fairly powerful. You're able to determine that it is basically stored information of some variety, but it can be accessed without any technology. There is some sort of psychic connection that can be established between the person holding it and whatever is on the inside, and you're able to determine that whatever is on the inside is likely some sort of machine intelligence.
I don't know how to roll for this. So I'm just going to speak in hypotheticals. Is there a way that Rashiel would be able to draw a connection between that and between the thing that was downloading something and sending it somewhere else?
I'll say this because you succeeded on a very difficult task. I will say that, yeah, you're able to determine a couple of things. You're able to determine that machine intelligence would be able to be copied or reproduced. So,
Okay.
and this is the same, if this is all the same color, and Nova witnessed, it was Nova, correct? Who saw the transmission? Yeah. So if Nova saw some sort of transmission of this.
Oh, was it you?
It wasn't me. No, I think it was Poppy. Or it was either Poppy or Rashiel that saw.
Yeah, because we were in front.
Yeah, I think it was Poppy.
I think it was Poppy.
I don't know anything about Numenera. Nope.
In any case, somebody at last session, I forget who, saw a transmission of this same color. And you would be aware that a machine intelligence could theoretically be copied. I mean, it really is just information, as long as you can, you have somewhere to put it. I mean, so, and if so, yeah, if you're able to determine that there's definitely a commonality between the thing that was copied and broadcast to the thing that you're holding right now, because it's like there seem to be colors associated with the intelligences on the ship, and this one is of the same color that was broadcast, and you're aware that what was broadcast was information, and you're aware that machine intelligences are information.
It was Rashiel who kind of determined what the art of the thing was, but Nova actually kind of saw it getting, like, you know, put into the pasta thing and sent out the worm.
Yeah.
We made a big old jerk.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
yeah, so you saw it happen, Nova, but not.
I didn't understand. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey, okay. Do you remember the giant worm that you saw last time, in the vessel when we were going to get Varl?
Yes.
Big. Yeah, this is, to put it very simply, this is connected to it.
Oh. What do you suppose that means?
Probably nothing good. Do you want me to hang on to it?
No.
Would you feel better if I had it?
I got it.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Okay. Stay close to me, though.
I think I'm going to take a walk over here to the other. I need to check on the beast. I'll be back in a minute. Thank you for looking into this for me.
Please be careful.
I'm always careful.
Yeah, but fine.
I would like to retreat a small distance, as much as one can on this cart, and check in with my machine intelligence friend.
Oof. Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Sure. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like Nova could go to a corner and start talking to herself, and everybody would just be like, she does that.
Yeah,
It's normal.
Yeah.
Nova.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you go in, you check in, and at first there's nothing, not even the cycling of languages for searching for some way to connect. It's a bit disconcerting how quiet it feels. But you're quickly joined by a concerningly familiar both a concerningly familiar sight and a concerningly familiar situation.
Oh no.
In which you see across from yourself sitting
What?
very
No,
much
not this
like
again.
how you were
I'm
sitting
so sorry, you guys.
in the cart.
Who could have known?
Who could have known?
Alex must think I'm the biggest idiot. They're like, what a dumbass. Nova's like, oh. Can I hang up?
Sure. I'll say that you can, because this is it's a mental connection. So out of fright or out of oh fuck or any strong emotion, you can just be like nope, and it severs, and your duplicate vanishes.
I look around to see if anybody saw that.
Nope.
Can I roll perception?
You can.
Because I feel like I would be keeping an eye on her.
You absolutely can.
I have a skill in watching Nova because I'm her girlfriend.
I'm gonna say, you know what? So that's not a skill, but I will say that's an asset.
It's an asset.
What?
I will say,
Money
yeah.
Cook right now. Okay, bye.
Hey, if you want to try and remain stoic, we can make this contested.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
You want to turn into a
actually,
starfish
like, I
again?
wasn't, like,
Yeah, let's have another contest.
Let's have a contest. Let's do it.
All
Do it.
right,
Oh my
contested
God.
What sea
rolls.
creature will you be today?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
it's
just
shark?
both roll straight, and we'll see what we
We
get.
can't roll straight. We're gay.
Hey! That's true. That's fair.
All right.
Hell yes.
So Floppy, how do you do that? The splitting.
Straight up ignores him.
You roll a 1?
Me?
Yeah, what'd you roll?
I rolled an 18, sweetheart.
Oh, I rolled a 6.
Woo!
Do I win?
All right. Okay. So what you don't see is any duplicates of Nova.
Uh-huh.
You see absolutely nothing that concerns you in the world around you. Nova herself, how do you look?
Shifty.
Nova looks shifty.
Yeah. I think, like,
More or less than Verve.
like, I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
On a scale from
Yeah.
1 to Verve.
like, so, like, I got up and, like, kind of walked away in the middle of a conversation and then, like, went to be by myself. And the next thing you know, I'm like, oh, and, like, shoving things into my pockets and looking around, doing the swivel.
Okay, I would like to go over to her. I would like to pull her to whatever section of the cart is most isolated, and I'm just gonna kind of like take her collar and just like her down to my level and go, "What the fuck just happened?"
Nothing happened. I need.
Nova, I can tell when you're lying to me. It doesn't happen often. You're really bad at it.
Everyone's really bad at it.
Right.
Except for...
I tried to connect to the crystal.
The thing
When
that
we
I
spoke
told you to be
before-
careful for? Uh-huh.
When we spoke before, it connected... I was connected to the intelligence of the vessel of Icarus.
I'm sorry?
When I connected to the crystal before, earlier today, it connected me, it made a link with the intelligence system of Icarus, the vessel.
You were talking to the vessel. To the vessel. We were talking to,
But when I spoke to it now to ask why it was yellow, the connection was different. It created another copy of myself. But I hung up, and it went away. I should have listened to you.
Nova, give me the crystal.
No.
Nova.
I will not.
Nova, give me the crystal. I will throw you off of this cart. Give me the fucking crystal.
Do one of us need to mediate over there?
You will not throw me off of this cart.
I will. I can and I will. You give me the crystal.
I feel like this is loud enough for the rest of us to hear at this
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You do not need to throw me off of the cart. I can walk.
No,
I will
but this
hop
is
off the
not a
cart and
joke.
walk.
This.
Why do you need to be the one to hold on to it, Rashil? No, but where are you going? Hold up.
I'm walking next to the cart. This is me walking.
Nova, how tall are you?
Taller than you.
I know,
like
but how tall are you?
5'11".
5'11". Okay. What do I have to do to like jump off of the cart onto her back and try to like reach to get it out?
We don't learn.
Oh no! Oh god! I feel like I need to intervene on this at some point.
You
if
can
this
try.
happens.
Poppy Prime is looking super uncomfortably at other Poppy.
Yeah, other Poppy is looking super uncomfortably at Poppy Prime.
Vel, help me grab Rashil because she looks like she's about to do something stupid.
I'm the one driving.
Oh shit!
Bill, I'm up on the edge. I'm gonna do it. I got my D20 in my hand.
I will.
All right.
Do I have to
I
roll?
feel like we need to do more roll-offs here because holy shit.
I will also say that at this point, because you've been going for a little bit,
Is this the next day?
Nova's whole what?
Is this the next day or the same day still?
This is
Well,
that
I'd
night.
say it's the same day. This
Okay.
is the same night.
Sure.
But this whole experience has taken time. It has taken time for Nova to realize like what the hell is going on with this thing. It's taken time for her to connect. It's taken time for her to this whole things have been moving. And as you keep on going, pretty much as Rashil is about to get ready to jump off, and as everybody is sort of preparing to make their moves, you see a bit of a light up ahead. Sort of warm yellow-orange glow. And you can definitely smell the smoke on the wind at this point.
Shit. Can you stow the arguments for another day? We got trouble up ahead.
Yeah, no shit, Licton. Thanks. Shh.
I don't know what's up there. Shh.
How would you like to proceed?
Is it safe to say we've had an hour rest? Sorry.
Yes, yeah, you've
Okay.
had at least an hour.
Oh,
for any of them
I know.
who needs to roll recoveries.
Do you want me to sneak up there and see what's going on?
Yeah. I'm going. Is there anywhere where I can turn the cart area? Turn the cart out of sight.
Yeah, you can turn the cart off the road. Easy enough.
Okay.
Lecton, you want to sneak up?
How far away are we?
Let's say at this point you're between you're probably a very far distance away. So between 100 and 500 feet.
I get off the cart. And what I would like to do is I would like to get off the path because I'm assuming we're on like a path.
Yes, yeah. Not a great path, but a path.
And what I would like to do is creep up until I'm probably within like a short or a long distance. And I want to then activate my vanish ability.
Okay, sure.
Where
do you have that ability from?
It's a Jack ability.
Jackman. Okay.
Yeah.
Neat. Yeah, sure.
It lasts for a short time.
Okay, sure.
So I'm gonna have to use it a couple times.
Yeah, it says it's until it's until like a round, right? It's a round long.
I believe so.
Yeah, can you just quickly double check that for me?
Yeah.
But what you do see up ahead,
just let me know how many times I need to use it. That's all.
Yeah. So I will, to begin, go ahead and roll a speed.
I have an asset on stealth and speed defense tasks.
All right, sure.
I become invisible for a short amount of time, and while invisible, I have asset on stealth and speed defense tasks, and it ends at the end of my next turn. And if I do something stupid, like that would reveal my presence, it ends.
Sure, gotcha.
Which I'm not going to do.
So, I'll tell you what. If you can use that 6 times, is that something you do? Do you have enough?
Oh, I have more than enough, yeah.
Okay, if you can do that 6 times, I'll just say, I won't bother asking you to roll perception or anything. I'll say you can take a minute to see what there is to see.
Sure.
Okay, so you see a couple of things. One, the fire you're looking at is from a burning cart. It is, to your knowledge, empty. You don't see the burned remains of anything else in the cart. The cart itself is just on fire. You see 2 dead humans. They look familiar. You don't necessarily know their names, but they're definitely traders who have been to Remnant and Ko and Go. They are both, skilled travelers, decent enough combatants and survivalists. They both have. You find both of their bodies basically face down in the dirt. Their weapons are still sheathed, holstered, all that. The cause of death, you would have to flip one of the bodies over, but you would see a very clean slit throat. And you would also see these big, large impressions, almost like these circular footprints in the ground, in this sort of rotating square-shaped gate. Imagine like a square just constantly rotating on like diagonals to where one corner becomes the bottom. Do you know what I mean?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, something like that, as the sort of gate of some sort of.
But it definitely looks like an empty cart.
Definitely empty cart. Definitely dead people. Definitely some kind of machine you're looking at. It's hard to imagine what kind of an organic being could leave tracks like these.
Taking a moment to gag. I want to turn around and get back to the cart. Whatever it was, it's the cart. And I'll quickly describe what I saw, and I want to sketch down in my notebook what the best I can. I don't know what it was, but it's definitely sabotage, and I don't think we should I don't think there's anything we can do for them. There's nothing we can do for them.
Is there any sign of where they went that you saw?
Did I see any tracks?
Whatever it was.
The machine definitely went away. It sort of went in a sort of southeast direction. Yeah, because you were headed west. So yeah, it goes southeast.
Southeast. But I don't know what it was. We're not getting that food. It's empty. The cart is empty.
Going to quickly back you up just a second. I believe, Lipton, were you the one who asked me about the Peacebringer?
I think we all kind of had questions about the Peacebringer. Yeah.
No, but someone specifically asked me and I gave some information. Was that you?
I think it was me, yeah.
Okay. I would say because you specifically asked, you would probably be able to put together after a bit that this is probably what was used here. Between the bizarre gate of the footprints that were left here, the fact that these people were killed very cleanly with their weapons still away, and the fact that you are aware that this is a threat that you're facing, yeah, that's probably what was used here.
Yeah, I was the one that asked about it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They're very close. I think it was the Peacebringer.
Here?
It makes no sense. They were very accomplished traders, protect themselves, and yet they looked like they were sprung up upon and nothing happened. Like they didn't do anything. Their throats were slit. Looks like no fight was had at all.
I think that
we have to go back.
We have to go. We gotta go fast. Like
now. We can go now.
Yeah.
We thought that we had more time than we do.
We can't be caught around here at all. We need to leave.
Yeah.
Verve, can you get the cart started? Turn around.
Yeah. Never really turned it off, but let's do it. Let's go.
Sure, yeah, the Anin is more than capable of traveling for multiple days straight. So this is no problem for that creature. But yeah, it's able to turn around and you're able to basically head right on back to Remnant. And you would find yourself there again, probably around mid-morning. Is there anything else you would like to do before you arrive?
Not before.
Not before. Okay.
Not before.
All right. Then, is there anything else you would like to do specifically on arrival, or is that what we would like to call our session tonight?
Definitely running straight to Sabine to let her know.
Sure.
Hey, we found sign of this thing like a day away.
Mm-hmm.
I know there was one thing Cap and I wanted to do, but I don't know if it would work in terms of the timeline and what's just been going on.
We have time for it. We could fit that in now, or we could do it next session. Whatever works for you.
What do you want to do, Kappa?
I feel like if we can jump ahead a couple days, it would fit. But I'm also okay having that be sort of in the time skip for between the end of this session and next session.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
All right, then let's put it in the time skip just to make sure we have enough time and we're not keeping up anybody till midnight or something.
We'll just do it towards the beginning after we've talked to Sabine.
All right. In which case, then, I do believe that is the conclusion of our session today.
Oh my god.
Yay!
Ooh.
All right.
Oof.
Let me get some
Remember the worm?
peaceful dipping out.
That was
Do
the
you
same
remember?
day.
You remember the worm? I remember the worm. Pepperidge Farm remembers the worm.
Mm-hmm. So, hello. I had a great time tonight, and I think at this point we can all go around, say goodbye, say goodnight, say who we are, where we can find ourselves on the internet, and talk about our favorite parts of this session. So why don't we start with Seth?
Hi, I'm Seth. You can find me on Twitter at KillXJill. You can also find me on Twitch at that same username, or Instagram with an extra X at the end just for flavor. I had the pleasure of being Rashiel again tonight. God, favorite part? Damn, it is probably a toss-up between the fact that we have a direct phone line to the fucking ship itself and the bread gun, and I can't pick which one I love more. You know what? No, I'm gonna go with the ship because all of you guys ruined the bread gun in chat. You took that joy away from me.
That's fair. Mare?
Hi, I'm Mare. You can find me on Twitter at Archmage of Dice. You can find me here every Saturday night at 8:30 Eastern playing Licton Bradisby. I've got a couple one-shots coming up on the 4th. So this coming Friday, I am running a game called The Holy Hooves, where it's basically all centaur, all clerics going on a heist. It's going to be wild. That's Saturday, 1 week from today at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll be running a game of Witches and Spellcraft. Seth will also be in it. We're going to have a cute, good old time. Both of those are on my channel at twitch.tv/Marefeather. And every Sunday on Golden Sunday, my husband and I do silly voices for our favorite nostalgic childhood game, Golden Sun. So that's tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. My favorite part was the whole elevator thing with Verve wanting to tackle someone off and also Rashiel just blowing it up. That was great. But also, yes, the bread gun also.
And I didn't mean to.
I know you didn't, but it was still cool.
And Kappa?
Hi, my name is Kappa. I also go by Christian. Today, I was playing Verve, the disaster jack who touches the ding dang sky. Oh man, you can find me on Twitter at the Kappa Chris, where I nerd out about hunter seeking missiles and other really cool stuff. Right now, I have a few projects going on. You can find me same channel, this one, Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific, where I play Echo, one of the Death's Keepers in the D&D 5e game with Eva and Alex. I also have started recording sessions for Roads Uncharted Season 2. You can find that on wherever you can find podcasts. Simplecast, I believe, is the one that we've chosen as our home. And you can also find me Wednesday nights on Kevin Kudo's channel, twitch.tv/Kevin KKudova, KCOUTOVA. It's a D&D 5e game skinned to fit with the Star Wars universe. Yeah, I think that's most of what I'm going on. I'm doing a lot of stuff, so twitter.com at the Kappa Chris. Favorite part? Oh man, the Hunter Seeker missile was awesome. It was so cool. I love the big showy set pieces like that. I love that. And the fact that Verve could have gotten hit. Everyone wants to kill Verve. I'm all for it. Kill Verve. Hashtag kill Verve. I'm in it. 2020. Yeah.
And Finley?
Hey, everybody. I'm Finley. This was a lot. Playing Nova, the driven glaive who sees beyond. This is currently my only streamed game, so you can find me back here, same bat time, same bat channel next week. Yes. And you can find me on Twitter at infernal_glow if you want to follow me there. My favorite part, I think, was, like seeing the inevitability of Verve intentionally flinging somebody off of the elevator into space. But I really enjoyed rescuing Varl. Feel good about that. And I also loved the tragic inevitability of Rashiel giving me very good advice and Nova just instantly doing something real dumb. Apparently I'm like a really bad decisions glaive who sees beyond. That's my new thing.
Disaster glaive.
Disaster glaive.
Hey, go.
Hey.
Can we get that command now for Nova?
So Rashiel's the only person in this party who's not a fucking disaster. Got it.
Someone needs to keep us together.
Yet.
And it's Rashiel.
Yet. You right.
And Eva.
Hello. Hi, I'm Eva. I had the absolute joy of coming back to play Poppy tonight. I love her so much. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at @EvaSarate, or sometimes I stream on Twitch at EvaSarate. Every couple of Saturdays we have a 5e dark urban campaign. It's fine. 2 sessions, we're still alive, it's fine.
Somehow.
Tomorrow, as mentioned, 1 p.m. Pacific time, I'm also part of Death's Keepers. Also, knock on wood, still alive. We have a couple one-shots coming up on my channel. I think the only ones that have dates right now are Still Knocked, run by Anik, who is far too good to me, on December 12th and December 15th. Times will be posted eventually once we figure out what they are.
Baby.
Babies.
I love them.
This is Steve. I feel like I'm missing. Oh, my favorite part. Okay, obviously bread gun. But also Finley meeting herself again. It was just fantastic.
All right, and I think that's just me. So hello, everybody. My name is Alex. I had the great pleasure of being the GM for tonight. You can find me on Twitter at AxolotlCure. You can find me tomorrow playing D&D 5e at 4 p.m. Eastern, playing a real sad paladin. I have a ton of fun with that. I think I have something going on 2 or 3 weeks from now, but I still can't talk about that yet, but I will let you know when I can. And yeah, I think that's it. Favorite part, I'm glad nobody mentioned this, because if someone did, I was not going to be able to talk about our favorite part, Daddy's long legs. Love it so much. I thought
Where's
Brad
my red
Gunn,
card?
right. I thought Brad Gunn was going to be the most absurd, most best fun thing that happened tonight, and it wasn't, and I love that. So yeah, I think that is it. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I cannot wait to see you all again next week.
We got
Wait,
do our
wait, we
warm
have-
fuzzies and stuff and promo
Yeah,
code.
Warm Fuzzies and the Monty Cook game stuff.
Yes, and also I believe have 2 episodes left in this season. This is and we're intended to do a 2-season show here with 8 sessions apiece. So we have 2 sessions left for this particular season, and then we will be on a hiatus for the holidays, and we will be back sometime in January. Also, if you are interested in playing any of the if you're interested in playing Numenera or any other fine Monte Cook games, including Invisible Sun, which is a wild experience, as multiple people here can assure you, you can use the code Open4Adventure, which is now in chat, to get a discount on any Monte Cook Games products. They're currently doing a sort of Black Friday, Cyber Monday type deal thing, and I can tell you the codes do still work on top of those sales, as I have purchased something myself recently. And so, yeah, if you want a discounted Monte Cook Games product to play Numenera in, or any other really cool, really interesting games, you can do that. You can also find a couple of products that are designed to bring Numenera to 5th edition D&D. So if you want to play a game like this, but you don't want to join a new rule set, that is also an option to you in a series called Arcana of the Ancients. But at this point, I do believe I'm done shilling for Monte Cook Games. They're great. Go buy shit if you want to.
And then we just got our warm fuzzies. So we've got Andrew, Fellowship of the Tables, the Bay of Gifts, the Wikimancer!
Andrew OTT.
We've got our OG Bel Chavez.
Bel Chavez.
We've got Christina.
We've
got Deborah. We've got Gamer Lives with a 1 and a 3.
Gamer Lives with some numbers.
Patrick PJ.
Woo!
We've got Rick O.
Ricko.
And last but not least, we have Guildmaster Sev.
Wait, the Sev?
The Sev.
Holy shit.
Yeah, right? Anyway, unless anyone has anything else, we will see you next week at 8:30 Eastern. We love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for watching.